Howdy. What's going on, everybody? Let me just make sure everything is properly configured. But yeah, I did go back over that MSQ conversation, and there are some interesting things to be discussed before we pivot to this. Before we just get stuck in this vortex. But how are you all doing? Hopefully audio and everything is going okay. There was a Windows update that I very much hope hasn't screwed up any of my settings. Yeah! Yeah! But yeah, there's some interesting stuff in this that I want to go back over. Some of which I'm not entirely still, like, completely 100% on. A lot of it is still quite difficult. In terms of the content, because I mean, MSQ is kind of talking, cryptically. But it has to do with the whole concept of the Asians being tempered. Right? So, this is that conversation in Japanese. I'm not gonna do the entire thing again, because that'd just be very, very long. But basically, this first line of, 現代の人は神下ろしをしたり、半身のエネルギーを身に受けることで、強制的な同調、テンパード状態になるだろう。So, it's like, when people of this era, the present day, perform an invocation or receive the, like, are hit with the energy of an idol, they're forcibly, like, made into that entity's supporters, right? They're made tempered. Then 実のところ私たちにも同じことは起きている。精神への干渉こそ、いくらかは、防げるが、あれほどの存在の、権限させれば、どうしても、引っ張られてるのさ。引っ張られるのさ。So, this is the line that I kind of screwed up the last time, because it's, this koso is koso is such an obnoxious word. It's so annoying. Because of all the different contexts in which it can be used. But, so this is, like, in actuality, you know, the same thing happened to us. As far as changes to our personalities are concerned, we can prevent that, you know, to an extent. Like, we've, you know, prevented that to an extent. But, you know, after summoning something of that nature, of that power, yeah, we always end up getting pulled back in. So, the interesting bit here is he specifically calls out, like, seishin no kansho is pretty specific. Seishin no kansho koso. It's pretty much him saying, like, we aren't mind controlled, right? The current people of this, like, you know, presently in the setting, people who are not full people, will just get completely mind-dominated. That is not the case for us. But, you know, we always end up just when we think we're out, we get pulled back in. And then 結果、アシエンはゾーディアークの有する力、闇とも呼ばれる、活性と激化の力に酔った存在にならざるを得なかったわけだ。This is such an annoying line. But somebody else, I need to throw this in front of like Dak or Michael just to sanity check it. Because it's super... Like, it's super esoteric and weird. And it might just be me overcomplicating it, but this is basically like as a result, we've become like physically reliant pretty much on darkness, right? The energy of life, like the energy that Zodiark uses, right? Like that Zodiark like uses commands. So pretty much my read on this from this whole segment with Emmett Selk is he's saying we aren't necessarily mind controlled by Zodiark. However, we have become like physically reliant on darkness, which also is why like that this one threw me for a loop when I read it the first time because I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? But they did describe like, oh, you know, if we're in super like light polluted areas, we're pretty fucked up. So this does line up. Like, the read that I'm getting from this, assuming that Emmett Selk is telling the truth, is the tempering effect that Zodiark had on the originals is less mental and more physical. They've become, like, literally physically reliant on darkness. And then as a result of, you know, all of the things that they've done over the last however many thousand years or whatever, you know, darkness became associated with evil, but it wasn't originally the case, right? That's the read that I was getting from this. I would need to get somebody else to take another look over it, but it's interesting. But the most important line there is the精神への干渉こそいくらかは防げるが. That's a very important line, saying we can, as at least as far as, you know, physical, like our personalities being overwritten, we can prevent that. Like that's, you know, we can resist that. But we're, you know, physically reliant on darkness. That line is the most important one because it indicates that they are not, like, brainwashed zombies. The English, of course, omits that. The English entirely omits that. It says, we summoned him as your kind might summon a primal, albeit an infinitely more powerful one, and like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There is no resisting such power. No, the Japanese says that they can resist such power. Like, they were able to resist their personalities being overwritten. And so we Asians came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness. His, capital his, darkness, which doesn't really line up. I would imagine that the Asians are, like... So if I had to go with, based on the Japanese, where I would assume that they're going to go with this, right? They said right there that the Asians need darkness to survive. So what would happen if you were to take out Zodiark? If you were to, like, take out Zodiark and Heidelin? Well, they're fucked, right? Like, I could very easily see this being a thing where the Asians are basically on life support, and, you know, darkness is really the only thing keeping them going. They pretty much should have died when they did the summoning, and so they go with a theme of, like, no, okay, you know, pull the plug on the darkness, we're gonna, like, that'll kill off the Asians, but it'll also get rid of this other problem, you gotta do it. like, remember us, or some shit like that. Considering that's been the entire theme of the game so far. Like, or of this expansion at least, like, letting go of loss. Or, you know, accepting loss, letting go. I could very easily see them going with a thing of, like, you know, we were supposed to have died however many thousands of years ago, and we've just been hanging on this whole time. You gotta let us go. The accident wasn't your fault. That seems pretty important. And then, even more so, though, even more so important than the ASEAN stuff, though, is this, which is what we're about to get into. The otaku chart. I think this is originally like a 2chan post somewhere that has been translated. So on the chart, as you can see, to the left you have crazy, to the right you have normal, above you have problems, below, yeah, they're harmless. So, far bottom left of very insane, mostly harmless, hi-fi audio. Anybody who knows this, completely accurate. Stamp collectors, bad shit, completely harmless. Toho fans, middle. BL, very crazy, middle of the road. And then all the way in the top left of maximum troublesome, maximum crazy, trains. If you have never seen any videos of Japanese train otaku, they are fucking insane. Like, if you get in the way of their shot when a trolley is coming by, they will just, like, scream at you. There are plenty of videos of them just going off on people who get in the way of a shot. And, like, to an extent that is not even remotely close to normal. BL should be higher? It really isn't, honestly. Like, you have to realize that's on the far left of the crazy scale, but they're not really causing any problems for anybody, right? They're not really doing anything. Off the scale are K-pop stars? No, they're right around there. Like, well, you see, idol otaku are right dead center of, because it's pretty normal, right? They aren't completely insane. Why are electric guitars so crazy and troublesome? It's a Japan thing. They are, you get into the weeds of like guitar forums and stuff like that, they go nuts. So, what we're doing though here is, we're going all the way to the top of the chart and dealing with fucking train otaku. And so, as such, we're going very skim. We're going full skim milk here. But yeah, the Emmett Silk dialogue there is very interesting. Like, maybe I'll pull it up again a bit later once more people filter in, but they really didn't translate the fact that Emmett Silk said that they could resist the brainwashing. But they've got, like, physical effects. That seems like a pretty important thing to translate, you know?
って言われても、君、困っちゃうよね。僕たちが四苦八苦しながら途中まで直したタロースがあるから、とりあえず、それを見てみる?
It's like, alright, so... I can't remember what line he said before this, but I think there was a line that led up immediately before this. He's saying, like, you know, that being said, yeah, you know, we're in... Okay, yeah, there's a tallest we were trying to fix. How about we take a look? I'll take a... Yeah, I'll show it to you. Like, to get your opinion on it. Okay, we're trying to repair some big-ass golems, which really, thank you, Orianger, for showing up. You should be able to just deal with this.
おや、あなたもいらっしゃる。
Oh, you're here as well.
これこれ、好きに見ていいよ。なんだか、先客がいるみたいだけど。
He's like, yeah, take a look, you know. Take a look, really, like, check it out. Looks like there's somebody ahead of you. Somebody beat you to the punch. Okay. Orianger should be able to just get this up and running in no time. Why is this even a slight
タロースが気
problem?
になるのですか？
Oh,
私
you're
は
interested
さっ
in
き
the
の大
Taros?
鉱山で残骸ばかりを見かけたことを思い
Yeah, I
出し、
remember
も
just
し
seeing
や
the
何かと調べていたのですが、
yeah, them like destroyed at the big mine, wondering if there's anything I could do.
そのような事情だったとは。ならば、このタロースを動かす
that
術を
one's kind
一度
of
きちんと
apocryphal,
模索
Xandamar.
して見るべきでしょう。
The whole why didn't they just take the eagles into Mordor thing has plenty of reasons why you wouldn't do it. Like, it was actually properly established. That would just be the quickest way to get the ring discovered immediately. The whole point of taking the ring on foot via a hobbit is that it's something that Sauron would never comprehend or predict because he wouldn't think it to be possible, because the entire thing is a direct commentary or refutation of power. So doing a grand, like, military strategy is exactly the sort of thing that he would expect, because it's the way that he thinks, because power equals evil. And so sending somebody who does not care about the ring, who just wants it to be destroyed, who is not particularly important to go get rid of the ring, is the only way to get it into Mordor without it being noticed. It's very well established. The whole eagles into Mount Doom thing is basically just a meme. The only reason I'm bringing it up here is that we already made the distraction. Like, the difference between that situation and this one is we already made the distraction. They're already distracted. The airspace is freed up. And going on foot via train and shit is taking longer, therefore increasing our risk of detection. This one is not very well established as to why we can't just do it. Anyway. Okay. Well, see, that's the thing though, Xandavar, is that, like, I firmly disagree, because, you know, we're talking about Lord of the Rings sort of stuff here. It bothers me that people who... It bothers me that people who, like, claim that modern fantasy steals from Tolkien don't actually steal things from Tolkien and don't understand the, like, religious lens that he's working through. Like, Tolkien was Christian. Like, very, very much so Christian. And so his entire, like, cosmology was built around the idea of justifying free will with a genuinely benevolent creator. But it's still, like, Tolkien being Christian did still very heavily influence how the world building works. Like, it's why you don't really cast... It's why people don't do magic in The Lord of the Rings, right? Like, Gandalf isn't casting spells, he's invoking the name of Eru. okay, so he's like, I need to get see if we can find a way to get the golems up and running. Didn't realize they were all broken. Want to see if there's any way that I can get the golem moving.
幸い、
Okay.
この個体は大鉱山の操車場にあったものより
Okay,
も
this
か
one's
な
in
り
better
状態が
condition. The one in
タロース
the
を一から組み上げること
in the
は
train yard.
私にもできませんが、魔力の流れを調べ、不具合のある箇所に手
okay,
を入れるくらい
okay,
な
he's like,
ら
okay,
可
I
能では
can't
ないかと。
build a Taros from scratch. Okay. But as long as I can inspect how it works, I could at least, you know, like repair it, the faulty parts potentially.
わあ、さすが敏腕まじないし。だったら早速、書簡を聞かせてよ。
Oh, they're gassing him up. This is the joke that they used before. He's like, I could tell you were like a master magician. Yeah, please. Let me know what you think, if there's anything you could do. Urianger is
軽く
absolutely
外側か
loving
ら見
the
た限
idea
り
of
ですが、
being like
この
a
手の一
great
人形には
legendary
通常筋
wizard.
肉に代わって体を動かす魔力の血管のようなものが張り巡らされています。
Yeah, from a preliminary, you know, inspection of the exterior, it looks like these Taros, these golems are typically lined with like something essentially like muscle. Yeah, and like magical blood vessels. Okay. Or it's like, yeah, like they got magical vessels, systems to move the thing instead of
そ
muscle.
の一部が途中で断絶してしまっている。それゆえに動くことができないのかもしれませ
Okay,
ん。
and so there might be the flow of magic might be disconnected somewhere in the middle. Yeah, there's like an internal hemorrhage, so it can't move.
ははー、すごいや。ちょっと見ただけでそんなことがわかるだなんて。でも、
Oh,
それって
amazing! I
対処
can't
しよ
believe
う
that
がある
you
の
you figured all that out just by looking at it. But is there anything you
途切
could
れた
do?
箇所をつなぐだけの応急処置であれば、理論上はエーテル伝導率が高い素材を用意し、間に当て込むだけですので。
Yeah, theoretically, you know, reconnecting the disconnected vessels would, you know, as a emergency first aid would be entirely possible. Yeah, I just need some sort of highly etherically conductive material to be placed in between as a binder, or, you know, to bridge the gap. Sure.
ともかく試してみましょう。俺をさん、
This guy's praising Urianger now, but if Urianger ever got in front of his trolley photo, he'd kill him where he stood. Yup! Trade otaku, man. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, there's something
それを
similar
通
to the
し、デビ
Talos.
ター、
Okay, go take one of those out and get some of its fragments.
ありがとう。デビタージュの断片が
Oh, shit.
3袋ほど集まったら、再びこ
You
こ
just
へお
said,
戻りくださ
okay,
い。
that was
よろ
just...
しくお願いいたします。
Okay, he asked, gonna ask Thancred to get the other things that we need, get 3 of those and come back. Oh yeah, Dak, now that you are here, I probably should have waited for you to be here to begin with, but, so I pulled up the Emmett Selk dialogue from last time, and there is a line that I wanted to get your opinion on. Here. Of course, one of the Inquest Daves is trolley problem. So here, this one. To me, like, these 2 lines from Emmett Selk seem to indicate, my read on them at least, was we can actually, like, that koso, 静止の干渉こそいくらが防げるが, like, that is, you know, we can at least protect against, like, our personalities being overwritten or any sort of, like, mental rewrite, brainwashing. But, you know, we always seem to end up getting sucked in a little bit. but then that like, it sounds to me like pretty much the influence that Zodiac had on them was more physical, where now they're, like, physically reliant on darkness. Like, pretty much like an addiction. Like, they physically now require darkness. So, my read is... not fully tempered, in the sense of being, like, brain slaves, but physically reliant on darkness. I'm not sure if that's entirely reasonable, though.
お帰りなさいませ。
But he
サンクレ
even
ッドたち
compares
に
it
も
to, like,
取り急ぎ事
people
情を
of the
伝え、
current
素材
era.
の調達に向かってもらいました。
Sorry to always, like, dump, sanity check stuff on you, but I do very much appreciate it. Okay, inform Thancred. Had him go and get materials too.
あ
They'll
な
be
た
back
にお
as soon
願
as
いした
possible.
デビタージュの断片はいかがでしょうか。
Okay, here's the things. It's that, that Narazaru
ありが
oenai.
とうございます。確かに頂戴いたしました。
Narazaru
それでは
oenai
サンクレッドたちが戻り
Narazaru
次
oenai
第触媒を生成し、タロー
is
スの
such
修
an
復を
annoying... It's such an annoying way to phrase it.
おそらくこれで魔力の通り道そのものは全身くまなくつながったかと思います。
But it's like, all of it is modifying 存在にならざるを得なかったわけだ. Like, they were forcibly compelled to become reliant on darkness. Which is a weird-ass thing to say. Okay, the magical
あとは実
pathways
際
have
に
been
魔力を
connected.
流せば
The muscles. Okay, now we just need to put some magic into it, get it flowing. Oh.
動かないな。
It's not moving.
ふむ。これほど一切の反応がないとなると、問題はもっと大元にもあるのかもしれません。
Okay, if it's not posting. Oh god. Oh, this is the worst. You do all the wiring and everything and then it just doesn't post. Oh fuck. Yeah, if it's not responding in the slightest, then it's possible that the problem is at the
具体
source.
的には心核です。人で言えば心臓に当たる器官、これが作動しなければ魔力を取り入れ巡らせること自体ができないのです。
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's specifically like the heart stone, nucleus, whatever you wanted to call it. It's the organ that, it's similar to the heart in humans. Yeah, without that operating, it won't be able to circulate
やっ
magic.
ぱりか。
So that was the
やっ
problem.
ぱりと申しますと、
Yeah, what do you mean? What would you mean by I knew it? Yeah, you would go with like, I knew it. What exactly do you mean by I knew it?
あ、いや、その心核に問題があるって可能性は僕たちも考えなかったわけじゃないんだよ。
Yeah, it's it's not like we didn't think about the possibility that, there could be a problem with the heart stone, the heart
だ
nucleus,
から
whatever.
代わりの心核を用意しようとしたこともあったんだけど、
Yeah, so, we tried to get replacements. We tried.
ジェリックさん、
Derek.
僕が言っちゃっていいのかな、これ。
I wonder if I'm allowed to say
どう
this.
か教えてください。心核を用意しようとして何があったんですか？
Yeah, please tell us what happened. What happened when you tried to get a heart? Replacement heart. I'm just gonna say heart because I'm going full skim mode.
わかったよ。話すってば。タロースの心核と
Okay,
親方がああなった理
I'll
由、
talk.
ここまでしてくれたからには、最後までちゃんと教えてあげる。
I'll tell you. what happened to the heart, the Talos heart, you know, why our boss ended up like he did. You know, after everything you guys did for us, you know, it's the least I could do. Okay, get me out of here. Get me out of here, Malik. We're getting through this today. I refuse to do more than one stream of trains. Like, we're going as fast as needs to go.
タロースの神格にすることができるのはさ、魔力を帯びやすい性質を持つ石。
Yeah.
しかも、体を構成する石材と同じ地域で
I
取れるも
think
のなん
it's
だ。
intentionally vague. To me, Dak. Like, to an extent at least. I think that the line of him saying, like, 精神の干渉こそ is the most important line in the whole thing. That's him saying, like, you know, that's, we aren't brainwashed, right? We can stop ourselves from getting brainwashed. That's the important part to hit through. Like, we have been affected in some way, mostly physically, partially mentally, but we're not mind controlled. At least the originals aren't. But then the English completely leaves that bit out. They just say, yeah, we're tempered.
トロッコ用のタロース
LMAO.
は当然アンバーヒルの石材で作られているから神格にする石もこの辺りから掘り出さなきゃいけない。
Okay, hold up. I accidentally skipped this line, but I'll just skim it. What's going on? Oh, what's up? Okay, so you need like a okay, you need a stone that can be used with that has the right magical properties to turn into a hard stone for the Talos, but it needs to be like the same type. Yeah. Like, to me, that koso is like very heavily emphasizing, like, this is the thing that we're very much not okay with being mind controlled. Like, if there's anything that they would actively be trying to resist, it would be that. Which would, you know, immediately preclude him talking about Zodiac in, like, ultra-reverent terms. Okay, stone for the core has to be dug out from the same area that the Talos is going to be operating in.
3年前、採掘師だった親方の奥さんが
Okay, so 3 years ago, the boss's wife was a miner.
やっぱり無理。
No, I
僕が
shouldn't.
話すなんて荷が重すぎるよ。あとはサー
Yeah,
フに
no,
聞
I
いてみて。
shouldn't tell you about it. You know, it's way too heavy. Okay, ask Safa. Oh no, don't go.
一体何なんだ。仕方
Yeah,
ない。
what's going on?
続き
Okay, let's go talk to Safa. But yeah, the English just for that just says LMAO, we were tempered. The Ascians came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness. His darkness. Like, the English just has him read as completely mind controlled, which is very wrong. It sounds more like an addiction thing to me, which is probably a setup for like a... To me, this reads as a setup for like a we're too far gone. Like this reads to me as a, well, you know, if you're that physically reliant on Zodiac, then what happens if, like, we kill Zodiac or Zodiac goes away or something? It's like, ugh. That sounds to me as foreshadowing for we're
あ
on
れ、あ
borrowed
んたまだい
time.
たのか。悪いが、トロッコの件は
I hear, yeah, sorry, you know, about the whole trolley thing.
な、ジェリックがそんな話を
Oh,
全
Jared,
く
what, Jared
話
told
す
you
なら
about
自
that?
分でケツを持てよな。
Yeah, give me a fucking break, man. Like if you're gonna spill like that, at least, you know, follow through. Don't leave halfway.
まあ、あんたたちに話すことで、現状が変わればいいって気持ちもあったんだろうさ。俺だって、そこは同感だ。
Oops. Even ignoring the blunder of the tempered line? The one a couple of lines after is just as bad? Oh, yeah. Some may call us evil for that. Yeah, no, that one's completely wrong. That one I picked up on last time. I was just kind of going over some of the stuff that I was like, I didn't really understand this last time. Yeah, the Japanese says, like, thanks to everything that we've done, darkness and evil became, you know, interchangeable, but that's wrong. And people, you know, that's a stupid jump to conclusions that people shouldn't be doing. Like, darkness isn't bad because... Yeah. They just kind of made shit up, which... I mean, when I read it, it was hard to parse, but they're supposed to be the professional translators. They probably shouldn't just give up halfway. Okay. I guess he was talking to you, hoping that stuff would change around here.
よし、続きは俺が話すよ。あんたの仲間たちもここに連れてきてくれ。
Okay, I'll tell you everything. Okay, we're getting the lore dump about alcoholic Hrothgar man. I'm assuming this is going to be another thing about leaving a legacy. People remembering you, and learning to move on with loss.
最後の山師なんて呼ばれた。
Yeah, like...
凄腕の採掘師だったんだ。
Well, the thing is, Xanamar, is like, we can't actually say 100% that they're using AI. Or anything like that. Like, we can't. You can't ever actually really tell. But... the issues in Metaphor in this have been... worse than that. Like, the mistakes that they've been making, especially in Metaphor, were just like... you don't speak any Japanese. And you're not using MTL. You're just kind of guessing. Like, that's the only way I could even imagine some of that happening. Or, you know, you've got people just, like, churning out translations with zero context, and then nobody is doing any form of, like, quality control. Which is pretty similar to what's happening here. Okay. Yeah, the boss's wife was like an incredibly talented miner called like the last prospector. Sick. Okay. Yeah, when people... Yeah, when came out that the tallest one needed a new heart, of course she was the, you know, first one to come out and say that she would go and get one. And I'm assuming cave in. Yeah, but it's a, you know, ancient mine. Yeah, any actual suitable, powerful stones had already been dug up, depleted. Okay, she was diving deep in the tunnels, massive collapse, pretty much exactly what you would expect. Turns out this Hrothgar was actually married to a woman. Yeah, you know, you wouldn't really think that considering the player base of male Hrothgars. Actually, hold on. Does anybody know a single person who plays male Hrothgar that is straight? Like... It's like male Hrothgar and male Vieira. We have one? We have one, there's two. We do not know any other straight Hrothgar on the entire data center. Amazing. That does make this guy a rarity. I can't remember what the dude changed his name to, but all of the like best money-making guides for 14 were made by a dude who would just have his character in front of the camera, male Hrothgar, shirtless, giving very sound financial advice with the YouTube name Fur Daddy. It was just like, thank you. Thank you, Fur Daddy, for your sound financial advice. Please put on a shirt. I think he changed his name, and maybe Ray's changed too, but it was just fucking hilarious. We were just being like full on, like shirtless cowboy Hrothgar fits. Just going, and so what you're gonna want to do is actually, if you can find anything that you can speculate on, you know, these usually go for about 20% under market rate, and you can make the pretty easy flip on them. Just very soft-spoken. Never addressed why the name was Fur Daddy. You know, everybody gave it everything they had to try and clear away the tunnel. We, you know, didn't find her until 2 months later.
待っていたのは当然亡骸だった。
Yeah, of course, all we found was her corpse.
それ以来、親方はあんな感じさ。
It's been like that ever since.
分かって。
I'm sorry. You know, I hope you understand. I hope you can understand him a little bit better. Okay. Why am I here?
ちなみに、当の本人はどこへ?
That's not the question I was going to ask, Thancred. He said, yeah, by the way, where is he? You know, where is the guy? You know, speaking of the guy, where is he? I was, you know, looking around and going like, hey, by the way, why are we here? I think maybe we should take one of the other routes to get to the place we're getting to.
ああ、ついさっきフラッと出て行ったから、多分。
Yeah, he said, yeah, he just kind of wandered off a few minutes ago. A little bit ago. I actually did get the stuff needed to make some White Russians. You know, seeing this alcoholic Hrothgar made me remember the joys of drinking.
さっきのやつじゃねえか。しつけえな。
Yeah. Amazing. You're like, what? That's you from earlier, and pain in the fucking ass.
どんなに頼まれようがトロッカー動かさねえ。あんなもんぶっ壊して樽にでも桶にでもした方がまだマシってもんだ。
Yeah, no matter how many times you ask, the thing ain't moving. They're just break it apart, turn it into a barrel or a bucket or something like that.
上がったら帰れ。二度と俺の前に面さらすんじゃねえ。
I mean, it's just like the heavily slurred accent. I'm gonna look up who this VA is. Ah, shit. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Don't ever show your face in front of me
二人
again.
の名は?
Magnus. Who is the voice actor? Because I actually recognize this voice as well. Or it's not. That's not the name. That's not what a voice actor is. Did I say singer? Oh, Stevie is literally just carrot. Say, what the fuck is wrong with me? Okay. Yasuhiro Mami. What is this guy in? I recognize this dude's voice. I need to find out. Oh, he plays a lot of this type of character. He's one of the dudes in Unicorn Overlord. What in here do I recognize him from? Damn, he's in a lot, but it's very much the same style. Wait, he was Groot? In the dub? Oh, he's one of the dudes in Way of the House Husband. Oh, he's Bowsley? That makes sense. He's done a lot of, like, Yakuza style roles as well. Yeah, he's got a character archetype. He's got a type that he makes his money off of. So, accents are a difficult thing in general, just because of the nature, like, the way that they work are completely different, where regional dialects in Japan aren't going to have different connotations than regional dialects in English. It's not as though I'm completely opposed to, like, localizing something into British English, but the thing that bothers me, also I've now seen enough of this dude's roles to get an idea of what he is. I did recognize his voice, but it's less that I have a problem with translating into British English. If you were if it was a British team translating into British English, that's fine. If it was an Australian team translating into Australian English, that'd be fine. No problems whatsoever. The problem is when you just go, oh, we're an American team, but we're gonna translate into ye olde British English because it's fantasy, and we just assume that fantasy equals British. That's annoying to me. And you can go with a very thick, like, if a character has an accent that's so thick to the point of being unintelligible, and that's like a plot point, like in Flying Witch or something like that, then you do need to pick an appropriately, like, difficult to understand accent. But it should be something that actually makes sense, and isn't like if you have your main character speaking in regular American English, and somebody else is speaking in, like, Kugoroben, that isn't going to be Scottish, right? That's a completely different, they're on a completely different fucking continent then. You would have to go with some other form of, like, American English accent if you're going to be doing American English. But yes, back to the game. I'm going on a lot of tangents because I'm very much not invested in Train story. Yeah. What were their names? Or really, what are their names?
息子はスクリー、妻はアグナだ。
My son's name is Scree, and my wife's name is Agna.
ただいまという相手がいなくなって、どこにも帰れなくなっちまった。
Okay. This is... Oh, I need to see the way that they did this. This is a classic. I need to see. Okay. So... what he said is, like, I have no one to say, like, I'm home to, You know, I don't have anywhere to, like, go back to. This is, you know, it's the very, like, ritualistic, Tadaima okaeri, ittekimasu, itterashai, where, you know, the ritual of saying, like, I'm back, you know, welcome home, is big. And so he's saying, like, there's nobody to like, welcome me to my home, right? Look, I need to see his next
こ
line.
いつに溺れても溺れても行き着くそこなんてありゃしねえ。
Oh, this is such a hard line. This is such a hard line, but it's actually a cool one. Fuck, this is like... It's like, you know, no matter how you know, I drink and I you know, I never, like, Ariashine. It's like, you know, I can never find the bottom. Something like that. Fuck, this one's hard. You would really want to get this one right. I gotta see what the next line is again.
まったくだ。いっそ楽にしてくれと願ってる時ほど、そいつは役に立たないもんさ。
Damn. Yeah. Again, got that damn right. Yeah, it's like, I guess it's like, you know, he's trying to, like, bottom out, right? Like, to like, get to that lowest point, but it just keeps getting worse. Like, the pain of being away from them just keeps getting worse. Sort of thing. Yeah, and it's like, you know, it's exactly the times when you know, you want to be put at ease, or, you know, just... I would go with, like, you know, it's when things are the hardest. You know, that bottle comes in handy the least. Something like that, right? You lost... Yeah, you lose your family too. So, yeah, the previous line, you would go with something like... Here, let's see what they did in the English. It was, my son was named Schooly. Ugh. Don't like that, actually. Or Scooty. Shouldn't that... Wait, if that was... Hold up. Wouldn't that be Scully? Actually, now that I'm looking at it? Scooty. No, that's hard. My wife, Agna. being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow the bottle's never deep enough. So they actually had something almost close to good there with home stopped being home when I lost them. But, like, it beats going home and then home stopped being home. You can't put home that 3 times in a row there. Like, that's just kind of sloppy. And the whole being here with them line beats going home. Yeah, it's okay, but it definitely could be very heavily improved. And yeah, I was expecting worse, but like, honestly, if you were going to add in a line to replicate the concept of the, like, Tadaima thing, you would say something like, that place is too damn quiet now. Right? It doesn't feel like home anymore. You know, it doesn't feel like home anymore without them. You know, that's more along the lines of what I would go with.
どうだかな。家族なんて上等なものにはなってやれなかったと思う。
家族なんて上... Ah, god damn it, this is hard. Like, yeah, if you lost, you lost your family too. Like, yeah, I don't know. 家族なんて上なものにはならなかった。I guess it's like, I never really had, like, a real family, I guess. I never actually really had, like, had, like a real family or something like that. It's like, don't think family is the right way to put it. Yeah, he's talking about Minfilia, but it's like, they weren't... Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, after all, I was a orphan, didn't have any family. I didn't have any relatives. I don't really know what... I didn't really know what family even means. It's like, I don't even know what family really means.
それを慕ってはいたさ。だが、自分の手で守らなきゃならないようなものは何一つ持たないまま生きてきた。
Yeah, the mentor, who picked me up, found me, was a fantastic man, great man. And then, like, this, it's like, this is either, like, I idolized him, or really, like, it is like, I loved them. Yeah, to an extent as well. It's like idolized, loved. Yeah, but it's like I kept living, like, selfishly, only for myself. I didn't have anything, anyone else that I thought I should, like, protect, like, mattered to me.
そんな時だ。俺の力不足で、まだ幼かったあいつを 天涯孤独の身にさせてしまった。
Yeah, Thancred has never really talked about him, so it is a difficult one. Yeah, okay, and then, yeah, thanks to me, yeah, I ended up, like, leaving them all alone in this world. Talking about getting Minfilia's dad killed.
それからずっと守ってやりたいと思ってきたが、思い返すたび、大したことはしてやれなかったと感じるよ。
Yeah, that's really the big thing. Like, he's saying it's entirely his fault that Minfilia like, he never had real parents. And it was his fault that Minfilia actually lost her real parents. And ever since then, I thought that I had to take care of her, but yeah, looking back on it, I don't think I actually did anything all that like all that important or like I didn't like it's like I didn't think I really did like good by her. You could say like, you know, let her down, something like that.
彼女の生きた後、その意志を拾わなくちゃならないんだ。
This is a very obnoxious section to do in general. 生きた後を Yeah, that's why I have to, like, pick up what she left behind. Like, her legacy, her will, and see it through.
それに今の俺には守ってやりたいものがもう一つ。足踏みしていたら削られていくのはあいつの未来だ。
Yeah, now there's someone else I need to protect if I keep getting in her way. God, these are all really hard lines because this is all classic, like, highly emotional yet vague talk. It's like, you know, the longer we wait around here, like, if we wait around here, it's like her future that's going to pay the price, or something along those lines.
だからナバスアレンに行く。
That's why we're going to Navasalen.
タロースの修復ができた暁には、お前にトロッコを動かしてもらいたい。
So that's why when we get the Talos up and running again, we need you to get the trolleys working, please.
できるもんか。
あ、できるもんか。できるもんか。Damn, that's a sad line here. Like, this is either like, you know, like I even could. Yeah, I wonder if I even fucking could. Kind of sort of thing. Like, Like, dude is completely...
本物のミンフィリアのこと過去みたいに言うんですか？
Oh. Yeah, it's like, why are you talking about the real Minfilia like she's already gone? We can still bring her back. That's why I'm here. Yeah, that's like そのために私はここに is very like then like the only reason I exist is to bring back the real Minfilia. Yeah, it's like, that's why I came here, or like, that's why we're here. But that also definitely has the, like, Thancred is talking about like she's already gone. This fake Minfilia is talking about like it's already a given that she's gonna give up. Do not go back inside that building. I can't.
あのタローズを動かせるもんか。そんなバカな夢を見なけりゃ、少なくともアグナは。
Damn. I like that. Not getting that damn toes moving. Yeah, if, you know, if we just hadn't tried to do that. To do that, then at least, you know, Agnes would still be here.
どうして？
Yeah, why? That's just why. Also, that line from Minfilia in the English was, "She's not gone, no matter what you say or believe, she's not, we can still bring her back." That's, no. No. She said, why are you talking about the original Minfilia like she's already gone? It's like a pleading thing. Like, this other character is saying like, hey, why are you talking like you've already given up? That's what we're here for, right?
複雑に絡まる人の思いを取り除いたとしたら、残る真実は極めて単純でありましょう。
It appears that there's some difficult emotions surrounding this, the current situation. Well, it's like, yeah, if we were to remove the like, incredibly, complex human emotion for the situation, the problem becomes
トロッ
incredibly
コ用の
simple.
タロースを動かすには、鉱山に行って、新たな神格とする石を得ればいい。
Yeah, to get the Talos moving, we just need to go get another heart. So, like, Uriadra kind of does say, like, putting all of that shit aside, the incredibly, like, you know, complex and, you know, winding emotions that permeate the present situation, what we need to do is actually quite simple.
サーフさん、 現存している行動の中
Okay,
で
we're gonna go-
石が
we're
得
gonna
ら
go
れる可
mining.
能性がわずかで
No,
も
any-
ある場所を採
Okay,
掘
do
し
you
で
know
もあ
any
るあなたなら
mines where there's any
可能
like
性
even
な
the
んて
slightest
どこ
possibility
もあ
of
ってな
getting
いような
a
ものさ。
functional
ただ
heart
ど
stone?
うしても諦め
Possibility
がつ
some
か
to
ない。
none.
あ
Okay,
そ
go
こ
to the
の
mine
行
in the
動は
north.
タロースが持ち込まれる前の時代に人の手で
Okay,
開かれ
tunnels
た
they
も
were
のだ。
paved.
だからこ
Okay.
そ深く潜らずとも取り残しが得られやすい。
Horinokoshi, okay. Should be able to
それ
get
にした
some
って
leftovers.
奇跡みたいな強運がないとダメだけどな。グスジョンっていう俺の先輩が掘りに行ってるはずだから、とりあえず頼ってみることを勧めるよ。
Like people didn't mine it quite as thoroughly. Okay, you have to be super lucky. Somebody's out there digging.
お
Okay.
心遣い、感謝いたします。
お心遣い感謝いたします。Amazing. Thank you incredibly much.
俺を
Like,
さん、
thank you
私
so
からのお
much
願
for
いで
your
す。今の事情
invaluable
を
information.
サンクレットに伝え、
Okay.
彼と共にヌベへ急鉱山へ行ってきてはいた
Okay,
だ。
we're gonna go to the
彼がどう
mine.
あれ進むとしても
Sacred.
その胸中に詰められし思いを一欠片誰かに分かたねば魔に伝うべき言葉さえ使えたままとなるでしょう。
Yeah, whatever he intends to do, he needs to share what's on his mind with someone, or he'll never be able to convey the words that he needs to say.
今それを分かち合うにふさわしきは私よりもあなただと存じます。どうか彼をよろしくお願いします。
I know that you're more like if you're far more worthy of having that information shared with you than I at the present moment. Yeah, please, speak with him. Okay, so we gotta go get Thancred to open up about his feelings. Patch said don't show up here. Well, meowdy, partner. Leather clubs 2 blocks down. He's doing a fucking square dance. Christ. He knew that I would do it. What would he have done if I just didn't do it?
どこかへ出かけるのか？
Yeah, where are we going? Where are you going?
なるほど、鉱山で神
Okay,
格
you're
となる
going to
石
the
を
mine
割
to go get
それな
a
ら
heartstone.
人手があった方がいいだろ
Okay, you're gonna need some help. We go with you.
う。よし、支度ができてるのな
よし
ら早速出発しよ
Okay,
う。
let's
俺
get
の
going.
運を全部使い果たしてでもいい神格用の石を見つけ出したいところだが、ともかく
Let's
行ってみるとしよう。
Find this stone. Even gotta burn out all the luck I got left to do it. Okay, let's go. Ingrid, you're quite desperate here. Man, it's really hard to switch from skim mode back to full attention mode. Especially considering I'm mad tired. Man, I got woken up at like 7 a.m. by a phone call. So I'm on like not very much sleep whatsoever. What's the lore behind that cat meme? It's like a workplace safety thing. It's very
ここがヌ
complicated.
ベ急鉱山だな。なるほど、まだいくらか採掘士が残っているらしい。
Yeah, okay, this is the Nuve mine. Yeah, it looks
サ
like
ー
there's
フが
people
頼
still
れと言っ
mining
てい
here.
たのは確かグスジョンって採掘士だ
Okay,
った
we're
か。
looking for a guy
中に
named
入って
Gusjon.
探してみるとしよう。
Let's go inside and see if we can find him. Well, yes, I am chronically tired. It's because I've got a fucking sleep disorder. That tends to happen. Not the most fun. Ugh. But no, it's particularly bad.
なんだ、 あんたらは？
Yeah, apparently, like, they were gonna have to send some people in to check, like, the plumbing in my apartment or something. The people upstairs were saying that there was, like, some sort of problem, so they might have had to, like, snake something through my place to see what's going on, so I got woken up at, like, 7 after I fell asleep at, like, 4:30. And they're like, yeah, we might be pulling through, so... You know, it's like an emergency thing. And then, at like 2 today, they were like, oh no, never mind. Great. Big fan of that. Who are you?
サーフのやつ、面倒なことを。神格用の石なんてどうせ出ないのに、俺から何を教えろってんだ。
Yeah, send you to... That's a pain. Now, like, what do you want me to tell you? No matter what you, how hard you look, you're not gonna find one. You're not gonna find a
見込
hard
みがない
stone.
ものなのか？
So then, like, there's no chance of finding one at all.
まあな。ここらで作られたタロースには、アンバーヒルで取れる、シシメ石の神格を入れるのが常なんだ。
Yeah, it's like a lion's eye stone, okay, from Amber Hill.
だが、
Just in case
聞
you
い
need
て
like a
の
lion's
通り、
eye.
簡単に行けるような場所ではもう、掘り尽くされてる。
Yeah, everywhere where they'd be easy to get to has already been
かといって深いところは
fully
行動維持
depleted.
用のタロースも止まっていつ崩落してもおかしくない状態になってるんだ。
Yeah, okay, tallest maintained tunnel stop, so the place could collapse at any
結
time.
局サーフが言っていた通り安全圏で延々と取り残しを探すし
Just
かな
like
いと
Saw
いうこ
said,
とか。
our only option is to keep looking through like sifting through the debris trying to find
そうなる
one.
な。あるいは同じく運任せではあるがあっちのやり方の方が少しはマシかもしれない。
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, it's just pretty
あ
much
っ
up
ち
to
のや
luck
り
and
方
time.
というと
Pretty much entirely up to light. Luck, so, you know, but maybe there's, you know, there is another way, so.
あれは俺たちにとってちょっとした裏技なんだ。飯の種を教えるからには相応の見返りが欲しい。
It's like we got a bit of a trick to it. It's a bit of a, you know, industry secret. It's our livelihood, so if you want it, you're gonna have to do something for us.
それでお前さんの要求は？
Okay. Alright, that sounds reasonable. Okay, so what do you want?
先
What are your
日
demands?
坑道の奥で古びたフッブート金貨を拾ったんだ。
Picked up an old
儲け
food
物
coin
だ
the
と
other
喜ん
time.
だが、
Okay.
作業をしてる。あ
I
んたらに
accidentally
は
dropped it. He just wants us to go find a
そういう
coin.
ことなら負けてくれと交渉。
Okay, yeah, let's just go.
Oreo,
Okay, we're just
Rubita,
finding a coin. That's it. We're just finding this guy's old coin. Sure. Do you have
見
a
ての
metal
通りだが
detector?
この鉱山内はかなり暗い。
Yeah, it's
ラ
pretty
ンプ
dark in
の
this
近く
mine.
ならともかく少し離れただけで
Okay, you'll
も
have a
そ
hard
んな
time
時は
finding the
俺の持つ
coin.
目薬クロリンドロップが有効だ。これを使うと
Okay.
しばらくの間目が暗礁に順応して捜索がしやすくなる。
Chlorine to drop? What the this is like some Final Fantasy eye drop thing. Okay, so it's like dark sight eye drop sort of thing. I don't remember this. Chlorine? What is this? Chlorine? I don't know this whatsoever. Okay, it's just some sort of eye drop. I would look up the Final Fantasy lore thing for this later, but this is, you know, we're very much skip mode.
俺は
Okay,
この小
makes
屋
your
の
eyes
そばを
adjust to
探
the
してみ
dark.
るからお前には少し離れたところを頼めるか？
Okay, I'll look
も
around
し
here.
途
Why
中
don't
で
you look a
目
little bit
薬
further
の効
in?
果が切れたら
Okay. If the eye drops run out, come back to me. Okay, here, can you give me the
グスジョンの
drops?
もう一度
Okay. You got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to this. It's not gonna be there. But I'm going to check anyway. But it's not going to be here. They never put it in the first place. Like, I already can tell where it's going to be. I can already tell where it's going to be. It's going to be all the way back in here. All the way at the back, furthest possible one. It is always going to be the furthest one back. Oh, look. It's always the furthest one back. There's not a... Why even bother with the other ones? You take one look at the map and you go, yep, it's the furthest possible place away from me. They never do anything else. One of these times, I want them to put it in the obvious spot. Just to fuck with people. Yup, I found it. Here you go.
それは間違いない。不遇と金貨だ。こんなに早く見つけられるとは文句なしについてるな。お前の日頃の行いってやつか。
Oh yeah, I found it. It's like you know, you've done this before. This is a sort of thing you've done a lot. Okay, the eye drops came in handy.
そいつは何よりだ。この手の便利な道具一式はいつでも携帯していてな。褒められた癖じゃないが、役に立ったなら何よりだ。
Okay, keep a set of handy tools with me. But yeah, it's like a bad habit of mine, but
俺はもともと
you just
サバイ
always
バル
keep
術と諜報
stuff.
活動の腕を認められて、シャーレアンの検事任を与えられたんだ。
Wait a second, wait a second. Wait. So wait, how the fuck do they translate this? Wait, how do they translate this? サバイバル術と、諜報活動の腕を求められて、シャリアンの検事。Yeah, so he said like I was made an honorary sage in Charlene thanks to my like bushcraft or survival training skills and like information gathering, espionage. So he's saying like he got an honorary PhD in like survival tactics and espionage. That's actually kind of tight. What the hell is Sage called then? Well, okay, so Sage in the actual class is still just Kinjin. But Sage in terms of Charlene is PhD. Like it's a academic title. So having the class be a Sage as well, wait, is it not just Sage? Is it not just Kenji? I thought it was Kenji.
情報収集のための話術。果ては己の気配を完全に消し去る。秘技の類まで生きる術を得るためにひたすら学んだよ。
Technically, yeah, okay, I can see why, yeah. It's Kenjin versus Kenja. Yes. That one always throws me. Yeah, they are technically different. My bad. Technically, both can be translated to Sage, but they're used differently. Yeah, it's pretty much it is pretty much the same thing. Yeah, it's like for infiltration you use, like espionage tools, information there's particular conversational skills that need to be used for informational gathering. Yeah, so I even learned ultimately mastered the ability to entirely erase my own presence. But he's talking about, this is actually like a cool little lore dump of explaining why Thancred has the tattoo. Because everybody else has had the tattoo for some sort of like academic achievements. But he's saying he basically got an honorary title due to all of the like espionage work that he did in for Charlayan and for like Minfilia and all of them. And presumably Duisal, alongside like all of his survival bushcraft stuff. It's like, oh, you got an honorary PhD. Neat.
決して日の当たる役どころじゃないが、今となっては使えなくなった魔法じゃなく、この道を選んでよかったと思っているさ。
Yeah, it's not exactly a flashy role, but it's it stays out of sight entirely, but I think it was better that I go down this route than trying to learn magic, considering I can't even use magic anymore.
こんな体になっても大事なものを守る手段を失わずにいられてるんだからな。
Yeah, because after all, like even with my body being like it is now, I still have the I can still protect the things that are important to me.
と話が過ぎた。その金貨をグスジョンに渡して裏技とやらを聞くとしよ
う。Yeah, let's give the coin to Gusjon, and ask him what that trick of the trade is. Yeah, it's like Charlayan isn't. I mean, you see people get like honorary PhDs from academic institutions all the time. Now this is interesting. Okay, let's see what they did in. Let's see what they did in English, because this like explains why he's got the tattoo, so it's kind of important. He said, "I'm an honorary sage." Like or it isn't necessarily even honorary. He just says that he got the rank of sage, right? Like. Also, I think my landlord might be texting me. Hold up. No, he is not. God damn it. Yeah. So you say you've proven an act for success regardless of circumstances. I doubt very much I could have discovered it unassisted. I only managed to survive in the Korthine wilderness in the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation. A habit of mine since childhood, and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Luiso, I imagine. It hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. But I've chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage. Well, I'd rather not think on it. As long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and see my duties through, that's all that matters. So they just completely got rid of it. Yeah, they just completely got rid of it because it doesn't line up with the stupid Scion and Archon thing. So they just completely got rid of him. They just literally got rid of like 80% of what he said. The whole point here was... Yeah, that also just doesn't line up, but the whole point of what just happened was... Yeah, I don't know if they remembered. The whole point of this is, hey bro, why do you have that sage tattoo? What did you do in Charlayan that made it so that you got to be a sage? And he goes, well, I'm like a master spy and a master survivalist. Therefore, they gave me the title of sage. Like, that makes me think that he was probably even like teaching classes or something potentially on like survival skills. Like for field work and shit. Which, that's kind of sick actually. You get old Thancred as your teacher, just like going, here's how you build a fucking bivouac. Hey, did you find the coin? Yes, I did.
驚いた。 こいつは確かに俺が落とした
I
金
can't
貨だ。
believe it. This is definitely the gold coin I
ふむ
dropped.
俺たちは測量と計算を欠かさないが、同じくらい勘と月も大事にしている。これを見つけられたなら、あの方法を試してもいいかもな。
Yeah, yeah, we rely on surveying and proper like measurements, proper calculation. Well, we also rely on our intuition just as much, and luck. Okay, maybe you can use, maybe you can use like that
約
little,
束
little
通
trick of the
り、
trade.
指名石を得るためのもう一つの方法を教えるとしよう。
Okay,
し
here's
か
how
し、
you get the
こ
lines
こで
I
はなん
said.
だ。ひとまず外へ出るか。
Yeah, okay, but first let's head outside first. Because I mean, and also, that actually kind of pisses me off in the Japanese a little bit, because the whole reason they did like the Ida Rise split was because they didn't really have a justification for this like airheaded character being a sage. They're like, oh, well, we kind of established that, like, the sages of Charlayan are basically, like, PhDs and big figures in academia. It's like, okay, so then how would, considering what Ida is like, how is she a sage? And they go, well, she isn't, actually. But, like, Thancred also doesn't really make much sense as a sage, and they totally just came up with a justification for it right there. They could have done the same thing for Ida without doing the whole stupid double character swap. We could have just done that. Could have just had her be like very knowledgeable in a specific
これだから
field.
鉱山を出るのは好きじゃないんだ。
That's so damn bright. I don't like, that's why I
と
don't
は
like
いえ
leaving the
約
mines.
束は約束だ。俺たちも本当に困った時にしか頼らない方法
Yeah,
だ
this
が、
is something we
今
only
回
do
はあ
when
ん
we're
たらにやらせてや
really
る
in
よ
a。pinch. So here,
あんたは
you're
体
using,
に鉱石を貼り付けてる虫、岩虫を知ってるか？
yeah, you know what those like rock bugs are? It's like a massive insect that's got stones sticking out of its
コ
body,
ブラ
sticking
ン
to its
いや
body.
この辺りじゃ確かノッカーと呼ばれてる虫のことか？
Bulbaton, no, yeah, it's pretty here. They're called knocker.
ああ、
Okay.
そんな風に呼ぶ連中もいるようだな。
Yeah,
俺た
people
ちの
call them
間
that
では
too.
もっぱら岩虫と呼ばれているが、
Pretty much all of us just call them rock bugs.
ともかくその虫は人じゃ通れない岩の隙間を通って、
Okay.
今じゃ立ち入れ
Those
なくなっ
insects
た
burrow through
坑
the
道の奥
crevices
深く
in the
ま
rock,
で
deep
潜
in
っ
the
てる。
tunnels.
そういうやつの体には希少な鉱石が貼り付けられていることがある。
Oh, okay, sometimes they have rare ores, minerals stuck to them.
もしかして獅子目石も？
Maybe the lion's
あ
eye
あ、
even.
時々出る。と
Yeah,
言っても
sometimes.
何十といったくず石の中にかけらが
Yeah,
一
but
つ
that's
二つ混じってりゃいい
You
か
know,
っただ
one
が
or two little scraps of
そ
this
れで
stuck
も
to
当
a
てもな
bunch
く
of others. Yeah,
掘り
there's
続け
pretty
てい
much
くより
none.
はいくらもマ
Okay,
シだ。
yeah, that's
ど
fine.
う
How do we pull out the rock bugs? How do we find the rock bugs?
あそこの資材置き場に手製の煙袋がある。それを
Hey,
数
smoke
個持って行って
bombs.
坑道内の数箇所に設置し、
Okay, fill the
す
inside
る
with
と
smoke
岩
that
の
drives
隙
them
間から
out.
岩虫がわらわら出てくる。そいつを
Kill them, get the rocks. Okay.
さっきも言ったが、獅子目石が得られる可能性は低い。あらゆる岩の隙間を調べて、出てきたやつをすべて倒し、なるべく多くの
Yeah,
ひ
you
ら
have
め
to go
くを
through.
集
Okay,
め
we're
き
just
った
gonna
と
have to
思
kill
っ
a
たら、
shit ton
俺
of
のところ
bugs.
に持ってくるとい
That's
い。
it. When you think you got enough. Okay, appraise them, see if you got one.
よし、早速手分けして取り掛かろう。
Okay.
地図に
All mark
印
the
を
map. Okay. So we're just going to 3 designated locations using smoke bombs and killing enemies. The quintessential Final Fantasy XIV quest. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you could work Disei's character into being a real sage that would be more or less reasonable. You know, you could go with a, like, magical circulation or, like, the etheric, like, chakra circulation system. you know, with the whole, like, martial arts stuff, you could go with... You could literally just go with, like... Oh, she's actually way more competent than you would think in a specific way. Right? Like, her personality notwithstanding, she is very knowledgeable in some regards. Like, that totally would work. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in academia, but there's definitely people who are, like, doctors, surgeons even, who you would not be able to tell that they are, like, surgeons just by talking to them. Like, I've definitely met people with like, ARR EDA adjacent personalities who have been very, like, you know, have had PhDs. Yeah, you could have had it be that, like, yeah, you could also do a thing where, like, her and Papalimo both got their, like, they both got the Sage title at the same time by, like, you know, they co-wrote authored a paper. Like, that could be very fun. Wow. Bug. One out of 7? This is the first, like, MMO quest we've ever done. Like, that really isn't that many, but it stuck out to me because we don't normally do this. They don't normally make you do this. Like, every other resource collection quest has just been, like, in and out 5 seconds. Oh my god, gameplay? Can we really call it that, though? Can we really call it that? Can it be considered as such? Because go here, kill 17 bugs is not exactly like, that's not great quest design. As opposed to a visual novel, honestly, I'd prefer a visual novel. Unironically. Rather than, kinda doing, like, half-assed. Yeah, because, like, there really isn't any... The reason I hesitate to really say, like, oh wow, gameplay is because you can't really fail in any way, shape, or form. Like, I don't think it would be physically... Even if you were on just the same level, you can't... There's no way to fail this. You're just going up and occasionally pressing a few buttons. Like, this isn't a Final Fantasy XIV specific problem, it's an MMO busywork problem in general. Where you get handed quests that literally are just go here and kill 10 of these things until something drops. And there is literally nothing that you can do to speed up the process. Like, it would be one thing if all of these were like, in the overworld and you could go through and, like, aggro all of them and do, like, an interesting AoE pull to, you know, skip having to do... You know, you could do it faster in some way, shape, or form. You could optimize. But there's no optimization to be had here. Yeah, like classic WoW, you actually, like, you were running a risk of dying to overworld stuff. if you pulled too much. I don't know, I would just prefer not doing this if we were going to be doing busy work.
どうだ、きらめく
Yeah,
子
you find it?
おお、かなりの数だな。あんたの相棒が持ってきた
that's
分と合わせて鑑定してやろ
Yeah, and I mean, also in the, you know, with games like older WoW or even fucking RuneScape, if they asked you to go, like, kill something for a quest, there would be other drops and stuff that would actually be useful. It's like, ooh, can you go kill these things? And by the way, you might actually get, like, a cool weapon upgrade out of doing it. But they do not do that here.
う。これだけ数があると少し時間がかかる。そのあたりで適当に休んでてくれ。
It'll take a while.
お前には馴染みがない話かもしれないが、
This might not be something that you know. You might not know this.
あいつは原初世界のミンフィリアはもともと採掘士として稼いでいたんだ。
Yeah, I knew that already. Yeah, she, you know, the original world's Minfilia, originally made her living as a miner.
彼女が事故で父を失って以来、フラミンさんに育てられてたのは知ってるだろう。
And you know that after she lost her father in an accident, she was raised by Furamin.
だが、ラミンさん自身、恋人を失って頼るものがない境遇だったからな。少しでも力になれればと、採掘を始めたらしい。
Yeah, but Ramin herself, lost her like lover, and they didn't have anyone to like rely on for support. Yeah, and so in order to be useful to her, to help her as much as she could, Minfilia started learning how to mine, or started mining.
懐かしいな。俺が情報収集も兼ねてウルダ派の酒場で飲んでると、顔に泥をつけたあいつが外を通るわけだ。
That brings me back. While I'd be gathering information in a bar in Oldaha, and she'd come walking by, you know, her face caked in mud.
俺は今日も無事に仕事が終わったのかと安心しながら、なんだか妙に居心地が悪くなる。
Yeah, I was always relieved that she, you know, got home from work safe, but something about it always made me feel uncomfortable.
けど、そこで店を飛び出して追いかける理由もない。だから、後腐れない相手と酒や軽口をますます弾ませるんだ。
Yeah, but I didn't have any reason to leave the bar and chase after her, so you know, all I'd do was keep like drinking the night away to like loosen up the lips of whoever I was trying to pry for information. Well, it's like, he was also saying, like, he went way too hard on it. Like, you know, it's like for his job, kind of, but he was just kind of going out and getting drunk all the damn time. Kind of. Yeah. It's like, what did she think? Or I'm gonna be a bit of a dick to him here. I'm gonna say, yeah, you're a pretty shit brother, huh? But you're saying it kind of with a smile. Like, it's you kind of, it's like playful to an extent.
他の賢人たちからも実に的確で辛辣な評価をいただいたよ。
Amazing. Yeah, you got that right. もうこの賢人たちにも Yeah, it's like, yeah, on many an occasion, I heard from the other sages and from her specifically exactly how they felt about me. They were quite accurate with their criticisms. Pretty damn accurate.
だからこそ、今回だけは間違えないようにしたいんだ。
Yeah, that's why I want to do the right thing this time.
おいあんたら、見てくれよ。こいつは驚きだぞ。
Also, kill me? Kill me? Kill me? Kill me? I can't imagine she thought too highly of you back then. They get rid of the older brother part. You know, because they're still trying to push, like, this weird romantic relationship between the two of them, instead of a familial one. And also, not too highly, no, she once called me a wine-sodden wharf rat, which wouldn't have been half as galling had it not been so accurate. I really want to see these people say these lines to someone. Like, out loud. Right? Right? Just like read this out to a room of normal people and see what they think. See how they look at you. Like, you should maybe, like, this is what I'm saying, bro. They need to have a dude bro on the team. They need to have some dude named Chet or Kyle or something like that who was in a frat in college, who does zero translation work, but all they do is they read him the lines that they wrote, and if he says, nah man, that's fucking cringe, it doesn't go in the game. That's it. That's all he's there for. He keeps the fridge stocked, and he tells you if your translation is cringe. That's it. 6-figure salary. Just to make sure that you don't get wine-sodden wharf rat. Most important member of the team. Easily. Just nah, bro. Nah.
獅子名詞があったのか。
Is a tiger eye?
ああ、
Tiger's
まあ
eye?
な。
Whatever zone.
あんたら、
Oh, yeah.
相当な強運の持ち主だよ。
Yeah. Seems like you guys have some serious luck.
見つけた獅子名詞は細かな破片がいくつかと。いや、とにかくこいつを見てくれ。
Yeah, I found some pretty nice little like, some small fragments of it, but hey, take a look at this. Wow.
これも獅子名詞か。
Yeah, is this the stone?
そうだ。 そんな大きいものはここ十数年出ていない。
Oh, we haven't seen one of these in over a decade. Plus, look, you can see, oh, it's already been inscribed.
ああ、この傷みたいな線か。確かに文字に見えなくも。
It's like, oh yeah, it's kind of hard to see the engraving, but
マグヌス。
oh, fuck off.
愛するあなたたちに。
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. This seriously says, "Oh, Magnus and Sully, I love you." It's like, to my beloved Magnus and Sully. Are you fucking kidding me? They're seriously pulling out a, oh, we just happened upon a rock that she engraved with it. Really? This is what we're doing here? You could tell that they just...
そいつはマグヌスのところの嫁、アグナからの贈り物なんだ。
Yeah, that's a gift. Yeah, it's a gift. Oh my fucking god. So, here's the thing though. Notice here how what they're doing again is they're saying, wow, now he has a physical representation of their memory. A crystallization of the emotions that she felt in her final moments, and now she will be remembered. They 100% carved that on themselves. Yeah, this dude just did that himself. It's not even her handwriting. If I was Magnus, I would not believe this whatsoever. Yeah, a proof they once lived of sorts? Yeah. Which, by the way, actually, hold on. There was another thing. Like, they, I didn't actually pull it up, but... Here. The English for Thancred. For the Thancred thing. Let's, so I know that I did a real shit job of translating that segment, because I'm very tired, and also we're doing, all this, but that is really just kind of an excuse. But still, let's take a look here. I grew up as an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant, not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter, weird. But I finally had a family, and then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends to offer her comfort, but the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down, and that's why I refused to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. That is not the theme of the expansion. At all. They keep putting this for those we can yet save. For like those who come after us. That has not been a thing once. They keep putting it in these like hopeful, forward-thinking things. It's not.
Mattaku, さすが最後の山師だよ。あいつはちゃんと目的の石を掘り出してたんだ。
That she really is like the last great prospector. She really did it. She really found the stone she was looking
だ
for.
が崩落のせいで帰ることができなくなった。
Yeah,
おそ
but
らく
because
そ
of
の
the
言葉を刻んで
the
生きたい
collapse,
た
she
んだ。
couldn't make it home.
い
She
つか
never
マ
made it
グヌス
home.
が見つけると信じて。
Yeah, so maybe she etched those words on the stone. Hoping that, yeah, believing that Magnus would one day
そ
find
れ
it.
を岩虫のやつが先に持ってっちまったんだ。
And those rock bugs
ma-
actually found it.
なんてこった。
Oh no, it's like those damn rock bugs got to it before he could. That's so, that's awful.
あんたらが埋もれてた運命を掘り当てたんだよ。この場所にもまだこんな思いが残ってたんだな。
Man. It's like, it's like fate. Fate is such an obnoxious word here. I mean, you would probably go with like, you know, like it was your fate to find it here. You know, this is like the thing that. Yeah, okay. この場所にもまたこんな思いが残ってたんだ。It's like, you know, the legacy, her feelings, you know, stayed alive for that long in this place. That sort of bit here. That's again sort of the thing that they're going with. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming this whole, like, Ikiteita Akashi thing, like, proof that we lived, proof that you lived, thing is going to come back in a fairly large way.
本当に嘘みたいな話じゃないか。
I'm assuming that's, considering everybody keeps saying that, I'm assuming it's like a big line. It really doesn't seem real, huh? Yeah, you know, fate's really on your side ever since you found that coin of mine. Okay. Yeah, please show that stone to Magnus. After 3 years, yeah, Agna's finally back after 3 years. And once you have, you know,
すぐ
you
に
have
で
to
も
let
そ
him
うす
know.
るつもりだ。あんたにも世話になったな、グスジョン。
Of course. Thank you. We've shown that we'll do that right away.
オレオ、トゥワインに戻ろう。
Okay, let's go back to Twine. Bring the stone. Okay, how many more train quests do we have? Honestly, it's really like the stuff with Magnus is not particularly bad. It's just kind of, why are we here? This could have been done in a different spot. Like, question. Why didn't we put this scene? Okay, here's all you need to do. Here's all you need to do to fix this. So, you remember how in the very beginning they're like, hey, do you want to go see Alfino or Alize first? And you go, well, I'll go talk to Alfino. Oh, I'll go talk to Alize. You do this quest, you then do, oh, we found Alfino, we found Alize. Now you gotta go meet Thancred. And then you do all of this as the Thancred and Minfilia part of the introduction quest. And there's a reason why you need to get the train up and running. Or maybe it's not even a train, it could be a different thing entirely. But you just work it into the natural progression of the storylines of we go and meet each of the characters that we're trying to find here in turn and do a little story that's a microcosm of the greater stories and themes within the expansion. That's the formula. Slapping it in here this late in the game makes it feel weird. Like we were going full steam ahead and then we just pulled on the handbrake. We're fucking derailing this bitch.
なんだ、また来たってのか。
Okay, did anybody else... Was it just me? Like, am I seeing things, or did his head just, like, snap instantaneously towards us? Like, 0 frames of animation. He is staring down and then just... Oh, it's you.
大方、タ
おいおい
ロースを動かせなくて、泣きつきに来たんだろ？諦めな、あれは俺にだって、どうしようもできねえんだ。
Yeah, you probably came back... You're, you know, crying to me because you couldn't get the Talos up and running, right? And give it up. Yeah, there's nothing I can do to help you with that anymore.
いいや、タロースは動くさ。神格となる石が見つかった。
No,
お前の
we can get the
奥
Talos
さんが
working.
届けてくれた。
No, we can get the Talos working. Yeah, we found the Heartstone. Your wife gave it to us.
獅子名石だ。お前と息子さんの名前が刻まれてる。岩
The
虫の
lines I
体
saw
にくっ
with
ついて
your
いた
name and
の
your
を
son name
回収し
engraved
たん
on
だ
it. It was attached to a rock bug. We got it back. Yeah, these animations are too fast for him. Oh god.
嘘だろ、こんなこと。
No, it can't be.
お前、どうして？
Yeah, why? Why would you? Yeah, how? Or really, it's like, how did you?
石は返す。手に入れたのはお前らなんだ。好きに使え。
Giving it back to you. It's yours. Use it however you want.
本当に、それでいいのか。
Is that really okay
いいも悪いもあるか
with
よ。
you?
今になって見つかったってことは、そういうことだろ。その石は、お前らを選んだんだ。
Ah, imo arimo arukayo. It like doesn't matter if it's alright with me or whatever, like gives a shit about me. Yeah, you found it, so it's yours. That's just how it goes. Yeah, that stone chose you.
それに、石が出てきたところで、アグナはもういねえ。そんなもんのために、あいつが命を落としたと思うと、叩き割っちまいそうだからよ。
Damn. Yeah, besides, you know, that stone came back without her. Yeah, for her to have lost her life for, you know, something like that. When I think that, like, that's what she died for. I feel like I'm gonna smash the fucking thing.
もう言ってくれ、頼む。
Please just leave me alone.
なら、俺たちは、この石でタロースを動かす。その時は、必ず見に来いよ。
Yeah, okay. Then we're gonna use this to get the Talos moving. When we do, yeah, be sure to come and say.
この石は、きっと、お前に
You、
それ
have
を
to
見せ
come
る
and
た
watch
め
it.
に、暗がりから出てきたんだろうからな。
Yeah, because the reason this stone came out of that you know came out of the darkness was to show you that, you know, the Talos moving. It's the same thing that his son said, right?
獅子名石をウリエンジェに届けに行こう。
Okay, bring the
悪いが、
tombstone to
お前か
Orienture. Okay. They got rid of the line in English of him saying that he just wanted to destroy it looking at it. They just said I said take it, it was you who found it, you who needs it. Looking at that stone, all I can see is... ... is... Please just leave me be. They got rid of the line of him saying, like, you know, looking at that, thinking that that's what she died for. I just want to smash the fucking thing. Like, he did say, like, I just want to destroy it. Like, it just fills him with rage. And I was like, I lost the thought, I didn't realize you went out. Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
よくお戻りになられました。新たな神格にふさわし
Welcome
き
back.
石。
I
こ
see
ち
you
らの
found, I've heard you
サ
found
ウ
a
スさんや
stone,
ジェリックさん、
capable of
そして
working
ミ
as
ン
a
フィ
new
リアの
heart
力を借りながら、タロースの準備を整えておきました。
with the help of Saf and Jarek and Vilia.
今こ
Talos
そ
has been
新た
prepared.
な神格をはめ込み、止まっていた時を動かすといたし
Yeah,
まし
now
ょう。
I've been putting the new heart. And he was like, you know, resume that which was stopped. You know, it's like
確かに
the
お預かりいたしまし
bring
た。
the era
それ
back
で
to
は
life.
謹んで取り付けを進めたいと思います。
Okay, now proceed with the installation. I'm going full skim mode, man. This is the most tired and the least engaged I've been so far.
さて、これで理論上は完了です。起動用の魔力を流せ
Okay,
ば、
so then
この
things
タロ
should
ース
be.
は動くと思われます。
Yeah, everything should theoretically function. Okay, Talos will work once magical energy is put in. Like, some of the lines about Thancred were
そのままやっ
somewhat
ちまってくれ。
interesting, but we already knew what the theme of the expansion was. They're just kind of hitting it again. Okay, yeah, let's go. Hey, those rocks are too stretchy. The weight painting on the rocks is weird. The stones are stretching in ways that make it look like they're organic. The Talos is moving. Yeah, I can't imagine he's going to be happy about this.
親方、
A boss. Oh, that dude he is vibing. Look at him go.
なんでだよ。たかだか、これっぽっちの石人形だぞ。
Oh, damn. And why? It's just a, you know, pointless little stone, like a little pointless little doll. A tiny, worthless little doll. A worthless doll. Whatever.
これっぽっちなのに。畜生。なんてものを残してくんだ。
this なんてものを残してくんだ。It's yeah, worthless, but fuck. What a, you know, like, what a legacy to leave behind. I guess that's a hard one. Or like, なんてものを残してくんだ. He could be referring to himself there also, like, you know, like, you left me behind, kind of. Potentially. That might be a bit of a stretch. Villier runs off.
どうしましたか、ミンフィリア。
What's wrong, Minfilia?
私には残せるものなんて何もない。
Yeah? Yeah, that's, this is the theme of the fucking expansion. 残せるものなんて何もない. Yeah, so he was referring to himself. Okay, that's an important thing to go with. So, okay, for that last line then, you would have him, like, he's pounding on the golem and he goes, like, for this, you know, worthless piece of shit, look what you left behind. Right? Like, that's, like, Deck, what do you think? Like, I would go with, like, look what you left behind. I think. That leads into this quite well. And then here, Minfilia says, I don't have anything I'll leave
私は
behind.
何をやろうとしてもみんなほどうまくできない。私が私のまま生き残っても誰も喜ばない。
Jesus. Yeah. Whatever I do, I can't do it as well as everyone else. Yeah, if I just, you know, like if I just keep living as I am, like, yeah, nobody will be happy. That's a kind of awkward line. There's maybe a better way to phrase it in English, but you get the picture of, like, there's nobody who just wants me around.
サンクレットだって傷つけるって分かってるんです。だからいっそ
Yeah, and for Thancred, I can tell I'm just hurting him by being here. That's why I should just.
いっそ本物のために消えてくれってそう言ってくれたら苦しくないのに。
Damn. Yeah, if they just told me to hurry up and disappear so that the real Minfilia could come back, this wouldn't hurt so much.
申し訳ありません。
Ugh. This is a very Urianger line. This in English you would have to go with like, I am so terribly sorry.
私は光の巫女を第一世界に送った張本人。あなたにもサンクレッドにも謝ることしかできません。
Yeah, I am the man responsible for sending the Maiden of Light to the First World. Yeah, all I can do is to offer my apologies to you and to Thancred.
世界というものはとても複雑です。誰かに生きてほしいというごく単純な願いでさえ別の誰かを犠牲にしなければ叶わないことがある。
Like, a world is a very complicated thing. Even the simplest request, the simplest wish for someone to live often cannot come to fruition without someone else paying the price.
だからこそ皆生きるに足る理由を死すべき理由を見出そうとするのではないかと思います。
I believe, and that is precisely why, all of us live, searching for a reason to live, and that which we would be willing to die for.
しかし本来その願いにはそのような難しい理屈はいらないのです。
Man, this is why Orienter is one of my favorite characters. Like, this is why Orienter is one of my favorite characters. Everything he says is ridiculously emotionally impactful. Like, here, I would say, yeah, it's however, that request in of itself, that wish in of itself, does not need that level of careful deliberation. Or, doesn't need any complicated reason behind it.
ただ大切なあなたに未来へと歩んでほしい。歩んでほしかった。それだけのものなのです。
Yeah, okay, and this is a quote. But also kind of being said to her. It's just a wish, for like you or like us, the like someone as who is like beloved to you. In English, you would be 歩んでほしかった、歩んでほしい、歩んでほしかった。これだけのものなんです。In English, you would probably go with like that they wanted, you to be able to see tomorrow, wanted you to live. Like they want you to be able to see tomorrow, wanted you to live. That's all. Something like that. That's a hard one to make as emotionally impactful.
これを思い知るまでに時間がかかりすぎましたが。
Have a future. Yeah. I was mulling that around, but it's hard to make that sound natural, but that might just be a me problem. Also, again, man, the facial animation for Orienter is so good here. It's like I was never quite good at living amongst other people. Like amongst the crowds of people. So it took me far too long to realize this.
あなたは
Realize that.
ただ信じてもいいのではないかと私は思いますよ。
Go with, yeah, felt comfortable, be good at, yeah. Shinjite mo ii de wa nai ka to. Okay, so it's like, you know, it doesn't need to be that complicated. Yeah, he's supposed to be very relatable. Like, I like him a lot. In English, I would say, like, you know, you would have to go with whatever the previous line is. Like, you know, all that matters is that you want someone that you care about to live. You know, wanted them to have a future. That's all. You know, it took me too long to figure that out. This is like, you know, you can just like... he's saying it in a very, like, empathetic way, like, you don't have to think too hard about it, just... You know, you don't have to worry about it. Like, just do what feels right to you. Here, like, if you know, you don't need to overthink this sort of thing. Oh, this is a hard one. This is a very impactful line, but it's so difficult to get right. Like, yeah, you can just believe, what parentheses, all of the things that I just said, kind of. You might go with, like, you know, so, you know, please trust me when I say, you know, whatever you decide is yours to decide. But it's like, you know, he's basically saying, like, you matter. It's a hard one to get. Also, so this one really fucking, if we're talking about what the English does, this one, like, really bothers me. This one really bothers me. What troubleth thee, child? I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. She didn't say that. She said, like, I don't have anything I'll leave behind. That's the important part there is no costa. Leave behind. They just didn't translate that. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. What? No. That's okay. I can't believe, like, how do you not get the theme that they're going for here? Genuinely. Like, how do you not get the theme? They're beating you over the head with it. They are absolutely beating you over the head with it. It's not, everyone would be better off if I was gone. There's a big difference between saying everyone would be better off if I was gone, and there isn't anybody here who wants me to be alive as me. That's a very different concept. Like, it's not an angsty teenager thing. She's saying, like, there is nobody who is my family and who actually, like, I don't matter. Like, if I was gone, nobody would notice. It's not they would be better off, it's that... And even then, you wouldn't translate this to, like, nobody would even notice if I was gone, because that's still missing the point. It's... She was specifically saying there is no... Like, I am not making anybody happier by existing. Tancred, most of all, he'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so she could return. Hate? Hate? I'm sorry, you fucking idiot. What she said was, She was being very deeply empathetic towards Thancred. She was saying, like, if you can read between the lines even slightly, she says that she cares deeply about Thancred, but that her existence is just hurting him. That every moment that she spends around him is just painful to him, though he won't tell her that. And she says, if he would just say it, just say, you know, go, like, disappear, so that the original Minfilia can come back, this wouldn't hurt so much. Like, she was saying, it wouldn't be so painful for me to make the decision to just go off and, you know, die so that the real Minfilia can come back, if he would just tell me that he didn't want me around. She's asking to be rejected to make the decision easier, because she feels guilty about existing. None of this is thy doing, child, for moshiwake arimasen. Like, he said that with such empathy. He said, I'm so terribly sorry. 'Twas I who set the oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me till unto my dying day. What? He was giving a genuine apology here, in the Japanese. He said, I'm the one who sent the Maiden of Light here. All I can do is apologize. Yet I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates interwoven and inseparable, and we who strive to better it cannot choose but to make difficult decisions. I'm sorry, what? Choose to better it? No! He said, all I can do is apologize, and then he pivots to, you know, the world or a world is an incredibly complicated thing. Something as simple as just wanting someone to live can mean that someone else needs to die, or someone else needs to pay that price. He's saying, like, that isn't how it should be, but, you know, as, like, the simplest possible wish in the world can come with an unreasonably harsh price. And also, what do you mean, strive to make it better? No. Like, Urianger was explicitly being selfish. Like, he explicitly said that he did this selfishly. That he just didn't want, like, everyone else to die, or people that he cared about to die, and so he was willing to trade Minfilia for everyone else that he cares about. It was purely an emotional deal. Like, that's the whole character. That's the whole character for Urianger. Everything that he's ever done has been emotionally motivated. Naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice, and thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. I'm sorry, what? Wait, that doesn't even remotely line up. Hold up, what the fuck? Oh! Huh? Wait, no. Wait. Wait. Oh, they just completely got rid of this line then. Yeah, だからこそみんな. Yeah, he said, like, yeah, someone else needs to pay the, okay, so he said, yeah, for that simplest request, someone else often needs to pay the price. That's why everyone, like, in the world is searching for a reason to live and something that is worth dying for. How, like, why the fuck would you translate that to, thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss? Wait. Hold up. というのは、でさえ、それかも。One for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thy own path, thy own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn, yet a truth it remaineth. So they literally got rid of his line about, like, his self-deprecating line. About, like, I'm not good with people. Like, that's a pretty pivotal Urianger line. Like, 私は人の群れの中に生きるのが苦手でしたので、これを思い知るまでに時間がかかりすぎてしました。過ぎました。Yeah. It's a character it is a character defining line. Like he's saying, like, I'm awkward and not good at dealing with people. It's something that he's never said up until this point. Yeah, and okay, and so they translated the 大切なあなたに未来へと歩んでほしい。歩んでほしかった。それだけのものなのです。They translated that to, were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. They just gave up on trying to actually translate this line. Like, and yeah, that's always been, like, the comedy moment for Ranger, has been, he just barrels ahead and, like, people will be saying things like, hey, Orianger, could you fucking talk normal? And he just kind of ignores that and keeps going. And people are like, hey, Urianger, you wanna, like, fucking key us into the shit that you're planning here, buddy? Instead of just doing shit on your own? Like, that happened even in this expansion. Like, Yashola was yelling at him. Being like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Why aren't you telling me things? You know, why aren't you telling the Warrior of Light about all that shit that's going on with them? Like, why are you, you know, keeping everything to yourself and trying to solve everything on your own? And here he's saying, like, yeah, I'm not good at that. He's explicitly being vulnerable about it. Here, they just completely get rid of any character trait that Urianger has other than Hawk's ye olde. And also, they just, like, it is a truth which I myself was slow to learn. What truth? He would tell thee to seek thy own path, thy own purpose. So what, like, seek your own path, seek your own purpose, and that's the truth that he's talking about? That doesn't line up at all. He was talking about the philosophy of, like, this is a very, like, emotional and illogical line from Urianger. He's saying, like, you don't need to think that hard about, like, oh, if I do this, then what's going to happen? Like, is it better for me to just give up? Like, would other people be better off if I didn't do this? Blah, blah, blah. And he's saying, fuck all of that. If it matters to you, go for it. Like, that's it. That's all you need to think about. Like, if you have any twinge of, this person matters to me, I don't want them to die, or I don't want to be separated from them, do that. Just do it. You don't need to think about it. Like, he's explicitly saying, like, it's very much like the opposite of his characterization in the English. Where he's saying all that matters is how you feel personally. Yeah, you're gonna go talk to her?
Soかもな。
Wait, that's Soul Kamona. I didn't actually read the full line back there for what you do to go to. It was like, it wasn't a specific normal line. Oh shit, back at the Stargazer room. He said, maybe you're right. It's like, you know, you should go be with her, sort of thing. Oh hey, slideshow. Alright, oh shit! Okay, lock in. Hold on. I need to shake away all of the tiredness from my body. Skin mode deactivated. Oh. Yeah. So then, you're not going to follow them this time.
まあな。大森林で大まかな具合は把握した。あとは見るべき時に見ればいい。
Yeah, well, I got a general idea of what's going on back in the Great Forest, so now I just need to see the bits that matter. I mean, here, Emmett Selk has very much... Hold up, fuck you. Whoever wrote this section in Japanese, fuck you. Emmett Selk is me right now. He says, yeah, back in the Great Forest, I pretty much got a good enough idea of what's going on, so I'm just tuning into the stuff that matters. I'm sorry, you can't just have Emmett Selk specifically say, they're off on a filler arc, I'm not going to go with them, that sounds boring. You can't just have him do that. Dude is literally saying that here. There's no other way to read that. You're just like, I don't need to be there, this shit doesn't matter.
それに、アムアレンはとにかく光が強いからな。あんな場所に同行するのはごめんだ。
ごめんだ。Yeah, besides, the light is so strong in Amelie. Yeah, going somewhere like that with them? No thanks, I'll pass.
だから寝ていた。眠りはいいぞ。実に快適な時間のやり過ごし方だ。
What an insane thing to say. Yeah, so I decided to go sleep. You know, sleep really is wonderful. It's such a comfortable way to pass the time.
ラハブレアのじいさんなんかはコロコロ体を変えて働き続けてたが、あれじゃ擦り切れるってものだ。
Yeah, like people like old man La Habrea would, you know, constantly switch their bodies and keep working and working and working, but now that'll just wear you out. Now that just wears you out.
気力も記憶も願望さえな。
Oh shit. Yeah. That's yeah, like that'll wear you out, like your will, your energy, your memories, your desires. Yeah, so this is him talking about La Habrea being like, you know, all of the body hopping just kind of depersonalized him.
お前こそ一体いつ眠ってるんだ？どこかで存分に寝だめでもしたかね？
Ooh. He's like, so, yeah, speaking of, yeah, for you, when the hell do you actually sleep, by the way? どこかで。 したかね。もうしたかね。Yeah, it's like I wonder, you know, like where do you go and like catch up on all of the fatigue?
やっぱり嫌われているらしい。
やっぱり嫌わってる。Okay. 嫌わってるらしい。What a ridiculous thing to say. Okay, in English you go like, no, I can tell when I'm not wanted. I think he meant he knows he slept in the tower for a long time. Oh. Yeah, I just forgot about that entirely, but yeah, that makes sense. Like, that's such a ridiculously childish thing for him to say. Very funny.
私が連中に接触したとき、なぜ警告の一つも挟まなかった？
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were so worried. Yeah, about me being an Asian, about me being here as an Asian. Then why didn't you warn them when I got close? Like, why didn't you warn them when I got close?
彼女という英雄は兵器ではないからな。相手の事情を知ろうともせず戦うことをよしとはしまい。
Yeah, that's like, oh, yeah, she's a hero, not a weapon. 相手の事情を知ろうともせず戦うことが。Yeah, I couldn't just have her like fight without knowing what was going on. Like knowing the whole picture. Like withholding information is not the way to do it.
まるで窮地のような言い方じゃないか。
But also, there was a little bit of like if there, that did seem to imply that he says that he knows that what they're doing is playing into Emmett Salk's hand a bit. Like, saying that they know that what you're doing is specifically playing into what Emmett Salk is trying to do. And so withholding that information from them would be, you know, like basically full on deceiving them. It's like, oh. Now you know more than I thought. Yeah, you sound like an old friend of mine. That's actually, wait a second. No, that's like you sound like an old friend of theirs. But also could be, it could be both, technically. It could be both. But it's probably an old friend of theirs because, you know, Garahatia. You truly are strange, Crystal Lord.
お前は一体何なんだ?
Yeah, what exactly are you?
私は原初世界においてこの塔を作った国アラグ帝国の建国と繁栄にも一役買った。
Oh, yeah, in the original world. Yeah, I played a role in the empire that built this tower. The Aulag Empire. Yeah, it's like I played a role in the foundation and development of the Aulag Empire.
お前が使った英雄の召喚術は
塔に備わっていた機能ではない。
Ooh. Yeah, that's why I know. Yeah, the summoning like spell that you used. The hero summoning spell that you used is not a feature of this tower.
それどころか、肉体を捨てさせずに人を別世界に招くなど、アシエンですら成し得ていない技だぞ。
Yeah, on the contrary. Oh, okay. Bringing people into another world without forcibly separating them, like permanently separating them from their bodies, is something that not even the Asians have been able to do.
そうか。お前はアラグに。
I see. You were like in, yeah, you were part of the Alag Empire.
ならばこう答えよう。
Yeah, then, let me tell you this.
私はお前たちが翻弄してきたもの。人の歴史、人の執念によって導かれた代行者だ。
Huh. Yeah, like I am like the representative of what you've been treating as your plaything. Human history. It's like I'm a representative of humanity, guided by history and persistence, tenacity. I'm definitely too tired to do these justice. It's like, you know, you tried to fuck with history and I'm here to, like, I'm the representative of it.
彼方より来たりし者による次元を超えた事象観測。
Toki no Tsubasa. Yeah, the Crystal Tower. The Wings of Time. That's a sick line. Yeah, embodiment of human tenacity. That's cool, yeah. あなたより打たれし者より資源を得た事情満足 Oh! Wait a second, so this is like the first time where they're saying, okay, hold up. Give me a second here, this is a hard one. Again, this wouldn't be hard if I was on more than like 2.5 hours of sleep, but... あなたより来たりし者による Oh, okay. I'm assuming like Achira yori. Tarishi mono ni yoru. He's saying like this is like the tower came he's saying that the tower came from the future. Like representing the like the observations of those who have transcended like time and dimension, time and
そ
space.
してそれらを目にした天才たちが生涯をかけて残したひらめき。 決して残したひらめき。
Okay, again the Nokoshita is like and like this is all modulating that, like, representation. Like I am the... Yeah, this is all intentionally vague. Fuck, that this is hard. It's like the spark. I kind of like spark. Like the spark. Like of those who gave their lives to witness it.
私は全ての思いと奇跡を託されてここに立つ。運命に反逆せんとするために。
Yes, 反逆. Yeah. Yeah, I stand here entrusted with their, like, legacy and the marvel of what they've accomplished. Like, the full majesty of the marvel that they've accomplished to rebel against fate. Yeah, it's like, I see then. Yeah, we both wish to see our duties finished quickly then. Like, this is, you know, we're both tired. Like, we're both tired old ass men. So, the English for that last bit was the parting gift of brave heroes who will one day give their lives for a brighter future. That doesn't really make sense. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. Stop using the phrase hopes and dreams for nokoshita. Fuck off. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that. Whoever the fuck came up with the phrase history unwritten, just like, I don't know, dude. Again, get Chet, get Kyle, you know, buy him a monster, and be like, hey bro, can you look at the script here? And you go, bro, what the fuck does unwritten mean? Bro, that sounds dumb. Nah. Then you go, thank you, Chet. We would have made a terrible mistake. We almost went with unwritten. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Ah, まったくだ。
Yes. It seems we are. Emmett Silk's line there was, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then. On that much we're in agreement. No, because Emmett said, like, we want to see it done as soon as possible. And then Mataku is not on that much we are in agreement. Mataku is a different bit there. I'm definitely gonna have to come back to that when I'm not as fucking tired. But, okay. We're making it through this, but I do need to go to the bathroom real quick. Before, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, they're both doing the same bit. Oh, be right back. I've returned.
オレオさん、お待たせしました。ミンフィリアの支度も整ったようです。
Ah, you're back. It seems that Minfilia is prepared to
時に
leave as well.
ルベイ級鉱山の方では多少なりサンクレッドと
Okay,
話す
when
こ
you
と
were
は
at
でき
the
たでしょうか。
mine, were you able to talk to Thancred? Yep.
そうですか。ミンフィリアとの昔話を。
I see. Ah, come on, man. Come on. This is... Ah, I see. He told you some old stories about Minfilia.
ありがとうございます。彼がそれを穏やかに口にできたのならば、もはや私が重ねるべき言葉もないでしょう。
Thank you. If he could just, yeah, like, tell her all of that calmly, or gently, then there wouldn't have been any need for me to, like, add anything on.
あるいは最初から杞憂だったのかもしれませんが、こんなことになるのだったらもっと話しておくべきだったなどという後悔をよく知るので出過ぎたのかもしれません。
Oh my god, dude. Maybe we were worrying too much from the start. If I knew that this... Yeah, if new things would have come, like, ended up here, maybe we should have, like, talked more. Yeah, he's just like, he's saying, like, maybe we regret not saying, maybe we regret saying too much, maybe we should have said more. He's just kind of, again,
二人と
overthinking
もあな
things.
たに背中を押されてきたのですから。
Yeah, both of them are, like, yeah, depressed right now. I'm sure they'll be... Like, yeah, he's saying, like, yeah, okay, it's like they're looking down, which is depressed, they'll be, you know, looking up towards the future together. You know, you've been encouraging them all
さ
the
あ、
way.
信じて進むといたしましょう。マグヌス氏に声をかけてトロッコを動かすのです。
Yeah, we just have to trust they'll pull through, do the right thing. We have to believe in them. Okay, let's get this rally moving. Okay. Doing Uriager lines is hard in the best of times. But also, just... Oh no. This seems like it's going to be quite long.
しっかり動いてるぞ。お前にはちゃんと礼を言わなきゃならねえな。
Yeah, the Talos is finally... It's finally moving, you know, Yeah, I need to thank you.
トロッコを動かそうと尽力してくれたこと、アグナの思いを行動から拾ってきてくれたこと、最初は素直に受け取ってやれなくてすまなかった。
Picking up Agna's legacy memento from the tunnel. I'm sorry, I didn't believe you.
だが、こうして動いてるタロースを見たらよ、これは間違い
No,
な
I'm
く
not.
俺が引
I'm
き継ぐ
not
べき
doing
俺たち家
train
族の
stuff.
夢だって思え
Next
たんだ。
time, we're not doing trains. And when I saw the Talos moving like this, and this Akitsuku. Yeah, this really is like a dream. Like my family's dream. To see it done through.
本当にありがと
Yeah,
う
thank you.
な。ナバスアレンまでのトロッコ。
Okay, he's gonna get the train moving. Cool. To Navasalen.
頼りにしてるぜ、親方。途中にある仕掛け
Counting on you,
扉っての
boss.
も、それで
Okay, so how do we
仕
open
掛
the
け扉。
door?
ああ、ゲートのことか。
Oh, you're talking about the trapdoor? Oh, you mean the gate.
だったら、心
Okay,
配
you
は
don't
い
have
ら
to
ない
worry about that.
今回動か
Auto
したタロ
move,
ー
it's
スは、
okay. They'll open the gate as soon as you
じ
get
ゃあ
okay.
今度こそ私たちがナバスアレンに行く。
Okay, we're going to Navasalen.
ああ、俺たちはこのまま、ヴィラン大鉱山の操
Okay,
車
go
場に行っ
straight.
て。
Okay, literally, that was just
よし、お
instructions.
前ら、
Okay, let's
了
go.
解。
You're watching the Talos. Okay. Yeah, make sure the Talos is
で
working.
は、私たちもし、
Okay, let's go. Thancred.
さっき神格の石を取りに行ってくれてる間にソイルに魔力を込めておきました。
Okay, yeah, while you were going to get the Heartstone, I put some magic in the soil.
それから一番最初
for the
魔
bullets.
力を込める練習用にもらった一発もお返しします。
Okay, it's like I'm gonna, yeah, it's like you're doing it right.
このソイルにはずっと、
Okay.
ずっと力を込めてきたから、
Oh, wait, okay,
どんな
that
魔
is what
法
she
が
meant.
発動するかは
Yeah,
わから
she's
ないけ
giving-
れど、お守りだと思って持っていてください。
Thancred gave her a bullet to practice infusing with magic, and she's given that one to him too. She's been pouring magic into it for a really long time. Not sure what sort of like what magic will occur if he were to shoot it, but he hope that you'll use it as like a good luck charm. Keep it as a good luck charm.
ミンフィ
He's
リア
gonna end up
お前
using that. Minfilia, he's gonna end up using that bullet in a big climactic moment, and it's gonna do a bunch of
行きまし
crazy
ょう
shit.
トロッコに乗り、
Okay, let's get on the train. She gave him a special Deus Ex bullet that they're gonna pull out of their ass sometime later in the expansion, possibly to shoot Bowsley with. Probably shoot Bowsley with. Also, we didn't need a train at all. I've got a fucking car. Like, I'm just driving on the tracks. Really was not necessary, honestly. Yeah, I don't really get it. Like, the soil thing is like it's a Final Fantasy reference. Like, they seem to be very picky about which Final Fantasy references they want to bring over. Mostly they like the English translation examples, and they don't like the ones that the Japanese writers like. Weird. Really makes you think. Okay, let's get on.
トロッコの準備は順調みたいですね。
Okay.
私たち、本当、
Okay, we
本
can
物
finally
の
we
ミン
can
フ
get
ィリアに会ったらなんて言おうか。ここまで旅しながら
Okay,
ずっ
been
と考
thinking about
えていたんです。
what I should say when I meet the real Minfilia. I've been thinking about that the whole time we've been traveling here.
でも、みんなと一緒だと、一歩進むごとに風景が変わって、考えていたことがちっとも正しくない気もしてきて。
But as you know, but like being here with everyone, like it's like time goes, like stuff just changes all at once, all around you, constantly. I started to think that, what I was thinking wasn't quite right.
迷いはいつまでも尽きないけれど、私は行こうと思います。ここで進むのをやめることが絶対に一番後悔するから。
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever, I don't think I'll ever be, like, not anxious or worried about it, but I'm going to go. Like, I need to go. If I were to stop here, that would be the thing I would regret the
オレオ
most.
さん、ここまで私を連れてきてくれて、たくさんのことを教えてくれてありがとうございました。さあ、マグヌスさんに声をかけてトロッコに乗
Thank
り
you
ましょう。
for bringing me here with you all this way and for everything that you've taught me. And now, let's talk to Magnus to get on the trolley. Okay, it's a fight. It's a trial.
よし、こっちの準備も順調だ。思いのほか単純な形で驚いてる
Yeah,
だろう。
we're ready to go. It literally is just a golem pushing a cart, huh?
こいつ
Yeah,
を
you're
製
surprised
造
how
した
simple
タ
it
イダロ
is.
ス社ってのは、とかく利便性を追求したタロース作りをモットーとして
Okay,
てだ
thought
な
it was company that manufactured it was committed to making like these Talos as user friendly as
起
possible.
伏が大きく単線になっている箇所も多い鉱山トロッコには簡単に動きの切り替えができるこの形が最適なんだと。
Okay, they can just do a bunch of different things, so they can push trolleys, they can mine, they can
操
do
作もシ
anything.
ンプルでタロースの専門家でない俺たちでも速度や経路を教え込む
Yeah,
ことが
they're
できる。
easy to
ちっ
operate,
と
you know,
滑稽
even
に
people
思う
who
か
aren't
もしれねえが笑って乗ってやってくれ。
experts can like program the route and relative like speed that it's supposed to take easily. Okay. He's just nerding out about fucking trains.
で、どうする
You're just like, wow,
間
you
もなく
just
準備
have
完
fun
了
with
にな
it.
るが
It's
出
kind of
発してもい
weird
い
looking,
か
huh? Okay, yeah, let's get on.
はいよ、それじゃあ、貨車に乗
Okay,
ってく
get
れ。
on.
足元に気を
Now watch your step. I don't care about trains. I don't care about trains. Okay, let's go. No, okay, no, we do have seats. We have bench seats at the least. Urianger? You're not hopping on? Yeah, Urianger.
ここから先は皆さんだけでお行きください。
Yeah, ここから先は Yeah, from here on out, you should all go on your own. You should go the rest of the way on your own from
ナ
here.
バスアレンへの道は開けた。ならば誰かが陽動を続けているアリゼ様たちにも状況をお伝えせねばなりません。
The way to Navasalen has been opened. Therefore, someone must inform Lady Alize and the others currently operating the diversion of the present situation.
ことと次第によっては続けて大積み杭の討伐に向かう可能性もありましょう。合流の手はずを整える必要があります。
Depending on how things progress, we may need to immediately proceed with our plans to defeat like the next great Sin Eater. Arrangements have to be made to reconvene with them.
なあ、途中にあるゲートってのはトロッコが通るときにだけ開くのか？
The gates along the way, they'll only open up when the trolley is going through, right?
いや、事故防止のために一度開いたらしばらくは開きっぱなしだ。
No. To prevent accidents, once it's opened, it stays open for a while.
だったらユールモア軍を巻いた後、みんなもナバスアレンを目指してくれ。そっちで合流しよう。
Okay. Yeah, in that case, after you've lost the Yulmoran army, want you all to head for Navasalen. We'll meet you there.
ウリエンジェ、
Urianger.
ここまで今まで本当に ありがとうございました。どうか気をつけて。
Orienture is the cool uncle. Yeah. For everything you've done for me, thank you so much. Please be careful.
そちらこそお気をつけて。どうかそれぞれに悔いのないように。
Yeah. Take care of. I hope that you will remain safe as well. Yeah, and that. Yeah, I wish you all. Yeah, like I wish you all. Like whatever decision you make, that you not like regret your. That you not regret it. That you like. That sounds too ominous in English. In Japanese, it's far nicer. But I don't know a better way to put it. Okay, now you say you're Buzz. Let's get it moving. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a bumpy ride. Be careful. Hold on.
行き先はハイとナバスアレン、アムマリク新宮殿前だ。ゲートの向こう側は線路の整備ができてねえからな。いざとなったら途中から足を使ってくれ。
So you don't have any regrets. That's a good one. Yeah. Okay, destination is the abandoned city of Navasolain. In front of the at first stop, like stop in front of the Amumarik Palace. Yeah, the tracks on the other side of that gate, like haven't been maintained. We haven't been able to maintain them, so if it comes to it, you're gonna have to go on foot.
それじゃ、良い旅を。
How then? Farewell. Wish you safe journeys. Yoi tabio. So the train is literally just a big rock guy pushing the track. Okay. That's what we need to do all of that time for? Like, that's... I just feel like we could have powered this thing in 1,000 other different ways. Oh, look, that's the gate. I feel like this was... that's it? That's the entire gate. We could have just broken it down, too. Like, that's not even actually a problem to get through. Also, their security system is just that it's made of the right type of rock. Yeah, it looks like everything's going okay. Oh, god fucking damn it. What? How? Okay, so he's just here. Nobody... Oh, okay. So we made it approximately 5 feet. We made it approximately 5 feet with the stupid fucking trolley. We spent like 3 days to make that trolley, and we made it approximately 30 feet. It doesn't... You can't get rid of this guy. Yeah, I was hoping you would have, just died down in that pit. Yeah, would have just died back there.
あの程度グクマッツをもってすれば何とでもなるわ。
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? That's his pet snake's name? Like, so, am I right in saying here that this is like the flames of hell are not, like, hot enough to burn me? What? Like, he's saying, like hell cannot hold me. What? And also, like, something along, so long as I have, Gukumatsu. I'm sorry, that's the name of your, like, snake kung fu? Gukumats. What? What is that even supposed to be? What? Gukumatsu. Google Maps? I'm just gonna say Google Maps. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, something of that, like a trifle like that, can be solved with Google Maps.
むしろ驚きを禁じ得ないのは我の方よ。東の騒ぎを陽動と見て単身こちらに回ったが、よもや貴様らがかかろうとは。
There's someone out there for whom this is their favorite character in the game. There's someone out there for, like, this is their favorite character in the game. And to that person, I have to ask, like, where do you live so that I can be as far away from possible as that? Far away as possible from there. Like, I don't want to encounter you on the street. You're too powerful for me. Yeah, I am the one who ought to be surprised. Yeah, yeah, I saw the what was occurring in the east as a diversion and came this way. I was sure you'd be here. What?
無様よな、反逆者ども。我が主に従っていたなら、かように地を這うこともなかった。
Yeah. How unsightly. You traitors, you rebels, you traitors. Rebels, whatever. Yeah, if you had only sworn fealty to my lord, you would not be, like, you would not lower yourself to such... Yeah, you wouldn't be crawling upon the earth, so...
ミンフィリア、哀れな娘よ。お前はそのまま待て。
Ah,
すぐに
Minfilia.
ネズミどもを始末
You
してく
poor
れ。
girl. Yes, stay there, and these rats will be dealt with soon enough.
ダメです。
Oh, you can't. What?
なぜだ。
Why?
かつて我は拾うたびにお前を育て、共に戦場に立ち、何百何千もの罪食いをほふった。
Every time I've found you, I've raised you as my own, stood with you on the battlefield as we've slaughtered hundreds, thousands of sin eaters. Oh shit, I accidentally skipped that line, but...
過ぎたないネズミどもは
Oh shit, I accidentally skipped that line too.
ならぬぞ。お前を苦しみから永久に解き放てるのは我が主バウスリーのみ。
Okay, so then that was... I've stood up by your side in the battlefield, yet yet the world remained the same, you died again and again. Yeah, you filthy rats. Yeah, they're still forcing you to fight and plunging you into a world of chaos and death. What? Okay, now we're making it like he gives a shit about her? Yeah, do not let them fool you. Yeah, only my lord Fausley can save you from your eternal suffering.
いえ、 風に救ってもらいたいわけじゃない。
No, I don't want to be saved like that.
今だって痛くて辛くてとても苦しい。 それでもこれは
even now it
ここまで
hurts.
旅してこられた証です。
It's hard. It's painful. Yeah, but all of this is proof of again, Akashi. Yeah, all of this is proof of everything that we've done and how far we've come. Proof. Akashi.
皆さんからかけてもらった言葉を覚えています。一緒に見た風景を覚えています。
Memory. I still remember all the things they've told me. I still remember all the things we saw
その
together.
思い出があるからこそ苦しいのだとしてもなかったことになんて絶対にできません。
Yeah. And even if having those memories is why it hurts so bad. I can't just なかったことになんて Yeah, like なかったことになんて this is the entire expansion here. Like even if those memories themselves are the reason that I'm in pain, I can't just get rid of them.
伝えたいんです。大好きだと、ありがとうと、私のこの命全部で。
Yeah, I want to tell them. Yeah, that I want to tell them I love you. Thank you. With everything that I have.
だから、あなたの手は取りません。そこを通してください。
Yeah, so I won't go with you. Let us through.
愚かな反逆者どもに染められおって仕置きが必要か。
Why is... The Minfilia lines are pretty nice, but then we just keep switching back to fiendish Dr. Wu, who is from a completely different ass game. Like, you know that feeling that you get in this game when you've got a frog outfit on and you're in a serious MSQ moment? That's what this guy is. That's what this dude is. He forgot to take off the frog outfit. Like, now you've been tainted by these rebels. You must be punished. What? Okay, can we kill this guy already? Can we kill this guy
お前が伝え
already?
ようとしてくれた気持ちは痛いほどよく分かってる。言葉で示せずすまなかった。
Everything you wanted to say, I know. Yeah, all of those feelings you wanted to get across, everything you wanted to say, I know it all too well. I'm sorry I couldn't say it before. Prove it through words before. I couldn't say it before.
行け、こいつは俺が食い止める。
Go, I'll hold him off. But okay, just Thancred can solo this guy easily. It won't be hard at all.
誰のためでもない。お前の望みをぶつけてくるんだ。
Okay, ぶつけてくるんだ. Yeah. It's like you're not doing it for anyone else. You're forcing through what you want. Or like, you know, you finally hit upon what it is like that you want. Ah, come on. Yeah, that's... Like, this in English you would just say, like, you can be as selfish as you want.
そいつを頼んだ。必ずミンフィリアの元まで届けてやってくれ。
Yeah, okay. I'm counting on you. Make sure she gets to Minfilia. That entire Minfilia speech there was probably fucking butchered in the English. Can we please just kill this guy here? Can we please kill this guy here?
妹と娘、二人の家族への思いだ。打ち破れると思うなよ。
Yeah, you're not getting past V. Also, 妹と娘。妹と娘。Notice again, imoto. He's referring to regular Minfilia as like his little sister, like a sister, and this Minfilia is like a daughter. Like, yeah, my sister, my daughter. Like that girl, you know, you won't, like, he's saying, like, you can't, beat my family, you know, like, my two families, or it's like this is such an awkward line to even attempt to translate. I would need to come back to it entirely, but he's just referring to it as them as family. Yeah, and also here, father, yeah. Yeah, how laughable. Yeah, yeah, the MPL does translate that to LMAOing at you. As someone as inexperienced, pathetic as you could never claim to be their father. Oh, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. You're gonna make me... Okay, fuck you. This is gonna end with, like... If they actually kill off Thancred here, even if it's like a double kill situation, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't know what any of these abilities do. I'm not gonna read. Run in circles. This would be a lot better. This would be a lot cooler if this character was not a meme. Okay, how long is this though? Oh, okay, that's an actual AoE. They're playing music that is indicating that this is supposed to be like a big climactic, like character-defining moment here. That is a fun one. 18 seconds. What? What is fucking going on? What? 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 Hey, he's talking about like, oh, this world is without hope. People can also, okay, yeah, they'll bring back like the future of this world. They'll give this world a future. I once, you know, had that same dream. But okay, so he's talking about like, oh, I saw Minfilia die over and over again. But who? Okay. Yeah, use the bullet. Use the big bullet. Use the big bullet that she gave you. That appears to be where we're going with this. Come on, man. Yeah? Oh god, he says he don't do. Fuck. Okay. They better not actually kill off Thancred. If they do, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Like, unironically very bad. Oh, come on! Okay, he's like, yeah, I was ready. Okay, yeah, you can't run. It's fine. Oh, he was like, yeah, he was doing the same, like, fully erase your presence. Okay, yeah, I can't hold on. Okay, fuck you. You really have him dash away from me mid-cast. Fuck. Wait, that didn't finish him? Oh, wait a second. Oh, he was like, oh, okay, you like fell into like death to erase himself. And you know, he's like technically not even physically here. Yeah, just so you know, if what you said was true, if they had this character do a face turn and join up the team instead of Thancred, I would uninstall. I would fucking uninstall. Series over. Everybody go home, bye. Okay. Okay, I gotta do it again. Okay, so it's like, yeah, it's like, this is actually like burning himself out to do it. You better not fucking dash away again. Okay, I feel like we kind of get the point here. Man, this is such... Like, this is a technically kind of cool set piece, in the sense of, like, getting to play as Thancred here is cool. But we couldn't have used this on a better character as the enemy? Okay, gotta bet it all here. Yup, same meme. Yeah, this is everything I got. Yeah, use the soil Villia gave me. Oh shit! He canceled it. You're just doing the same thing again. Okay. What? It's like, okay, yeah, I saw through your shit already. Oh, yeah, I can't move. Okay, I've been doing this too much. Yeah, you can hear his, like, heart beating. Yeah, okay. Just... Yeah, he's out of tricks. Just kill him here. Yeah, it's like this is do or die. I've got to do it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, fully erase. Soulless invisible? Wait, right soil breaker? They better not actually kill Thancred off like this on a literal, like, monster of the week ass nobody. I'm sorry. That she was born like into a world or yeah, under a star of suffering. Yeah, and she will continue to suffer.
守っていくさ。あいつがそれを望む限り。
I'll, like, keep protecting her, guarding her. Yeah, that's what she wanted. Or, like, as long as that's what she wants. It literally is like, this whole segment would be fine if I wasn't dealing with what? Oh, he's just gone. He didn't even win. You seriously have to think a job to this guy.
君がこの人生に与えてくれたものを旅しながら何度も思い返していた。
I kept thinking as we traveled over and over again
他愛もない日
about
常
everything that you've
過
given
ぎてい
me
く日々。
in this life.
俺がそれを持て余している間に君はすっかり大きくなった。
Well, I've been wasting my days away.
思い出は一つ一つが鮮明
Yeah,
で、
you like, got bigger and bigger before I even
あの時
noticed.
の言葉もよく覚えている。
Each memory is so vivid.
も
I
らった愛
remember
情を
everything so well.
今度は誰かに分けに行くと、そう言って遠い世界に旅立っ
You're
てい
going
った。
to share the love that you
そんな
received
優
with
しい
others.
君の願い
I
に
went off to a
今度また
faraway world.
気づかなければよかったのかもしれない。
Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, that's such a hard line. Okay.
一度くらいはちゃんと
そんな
叶えたいだ
優しい
ろう。
君の願いに今度もまた
俺は
なければ。
お前のお兄さんなんだから。
Oh, fuck, that's a hard one. I'm gonna have to come back to that one, but that is like, maybe I shouldn't have noticed. Yeah, okay. It's like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have noticed. What it was that you really wanted. But just once, I wanted to... Yeah, to grant that wish of yours. Yeah, because I'm your brother. He specifically says, Oni-san nan dakara. He says, older brother. In English, you might go with, like, what sort of brother would I be? If I didn't do everything that I could to make my little sister's wish come true. Something like that. There's a 0% chance they use the word brother or anything. Yeah, Nymphilia. You fuckers. Really? Really? They didn't even have him kill him? He didn't even get Ranji. He didn't even get Ranji. He didn't even get him. That might be... So, the thing is, everything surrounding that was great. Like, all of his lines to Nymphilia, all of Nymphialia's lines to him. But then why the fuck is Fiendish Dr. Wu there? Again, that's just... I keep coming back to it. Why is he there? Oh, okay. Okay. That's the like little scene notes in the wiki. Go fuck yourself for that, by the way. But notice they don't use the word brother. They don't use the word brother or any of the family references. Literally, go fuck yourself. Literally, go fuck yourself. Yeah, one last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been part of your life. Oh, Minfilia. Are you actually... What is wrong with you? Like, I don't care how much of an asshole it is, they better bring Thancred back. Like, I don't give a shit. Same thing that they did with, Gosetsu. I don't give a fuck. That absolutely should not be the way that you kill off the character, having him job to a complete nobody.
ここです。この場所が前にサンクレットと訪れたハイとナバスアレン、ミンフィリア最後の地。
This is the abandoned city of Navasalan. Where Minfilia spent her final
あの
moments.
時は湧き出してくる何かの気配が怖くて意識を手放してしまったけれど、今は絶対に目を背けた
At
り
the
なんて
time, I
しま
was
せん。
so afraid. Like when I felt like that other presence, coming out from inside of me, I passed out. But now I've
この
never
わがま
look
まを
away
許す
this
と
time.
そう言ってくれるなら私は
Please. And when he said I could be as selfish as I want, Okay. So, question.
以後、ハイとナバスワレン方面へは、トゥアイにいる、冷静な見習い技師に話しかけることで、
Okay. So I'm assuming that this is the end of train segment, right? And like this is the end of the filler arc. And so kids, like the next bit should probably be something that I get like rested up for. I would imagine we're going like I cannot possibly okay. Considering everything that's happened so far, I can't say with certainty that this won't happen, but I can't imagine that after all of that, they would then immediately pivot to, oh, we're here in Navasalan, but we don't have enough badges to make it through the door. We're gonna have to go and do pet Pokemon battles against all of the children around here in order to get the door open. You gotta get the Elite Four badges. And only once I get all of those can I, Minfilia, become the next Hokage. Or some bullshit like that for the next 30 quests. We're not gonna do that, right? The next quest is actually talking to Minfilia. We're not gonna go on some bullshit side quest here. If so, then I should probably go in here and come back to it when I've gotten some actual sleep. I probably should have called it before the last one, but speaking of Minfilia begins the next quest, I mean, yeah. So that was trains. I'm genuinely infuriated that they, to the end, it's so fucking ridiculous. If Thancred is actually dead, then they literally killed off the character without ever properly translating his, like, feelings towards Minfilia, which are explicitly familial. And they've constantly translated as romantic, which, like, why? What, why? You rattled off that line and my nose started bleeding? Yeah, you know, fair. I mean, are you sure that isn't like your brain? Because I feel like mine might be leaking as well. Next one says a lot of dense dialogue. Okay, if Patch says so, I trust Patch entirely, despite all of the times that he's lied to me in the past. I will not learn my lesson. But yes, I need to get some sleep. I'm very tired. And next time, on Sunday, we will be getting, we'll be getting through the next bit. Yeah, this was definitely, I probably should have, I'm gonna have to go back over some of those lines off stream once I've gotten some sleep, because a lot of those were actually, like, pretty important, actually, like a lot of the the defining lines for Thancred. And, man, the Urianger lines really were the biggest takeaway from this whole thing, where they have a segment where Urianger is just, like, being completely open and incredibly emotional, and ending it with a straight-up admission of, I'm not really that good at like, you know, talking with people. Right, I'm not good with people. So, you know, it took me a long time to figure out what I'm telling you here, which is all that matters is how you feel, and, you know, like, what if people are important to you. Which is, like, the exact opposite of anything that Urianger would ever say in the English, because in English he's just like, yes, logic man. Yeah, like, the train segment is this entire section, really. Like, it's just whiplash, because the villains do not line up with the events that are happening on screen. Like, you have that entire segment where Albert is desperately trying to take out a Sin Eater that is slowly approaching, like literally trying to forestall an inevitable, slow, impending death. And screaming into the sky about why he's still here. Immediately slam cut to Bowsley as fucking Jack Horner from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish coming off and just blasting through a megaphone. You deserved this. This is your fault. Ha 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 ha. Like, the whiplash is so ridiculous. It's like, aha, yes, you know, I'm just evil as shit. Here is my henchman, Magical Kung Fu Man. No, nobody else in my army does Kung Fu. No, he didn't teach anybody else in the army Kung Fu. Only he can do it. Cool, right? And out of everything, I would have been okay with that scene to an extent if they had at least had the decency to just, look, all you need to do to make me like that scene is, at the very end, Thancred disappears, stabs Ranjit through the chest, pulls the trigger, and the dude explodes, right? Like, you could even have it, like, you know, be too big of a shot, and it, like, you know, that he does himself in, like, are you fool, you'll kill both of us, whatever, I don't give a shit. But the fact that he's still alive is inexcusable. There's no fucking way he's still alive. But yes, I'm now going to go. I'm gonna go now. See you all on Sunday. Fucking Ranjit. What the hell, man?